PapaScilink.net. That's Papa Sierra Yankee Lima India November Kilo dot November Echo Tango.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. NBA tonight, the Bulls are home against the Cavaliers. Cleveland off to an 11-0 start. The Bulls are 4-6. NHL Sunday in overtime, the Blackhawks beat Minnesota 2-1. Philip Kurashev scored the overtime winner a minute 50 into the extra session. Another disappointing loss for the Bears on Sunday, this time a 19-3 defeat at home against the New England Patriots. It was Chicago's third consecutive loss. Meanwhile, less than a week after saying that Shane Waldron would stay put in his role as offensive coordinator, head coach Matt Eberflus didn't rule out making a change at offensive play caller. Chicago hasn't reached the end zone in back-to-back games. They've now gone 23 consecutive offensive drives without a touchdown. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Oh no, my phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. This holiday, trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's over $1,800 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Only at Verizon. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Over $1,800 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the propane tank on your grill first before hosting a tailgate.
Let's fire up.
Here, let me try. Seriously? You didn't check the propane?
Who wants chips?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Salt and vinegar?
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the better business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Thanks for listening to WRMN 1410. Don't forget to join us every day for our Comfort Keepers feature. Comfort Keepers is a leading provider of in-home non-medical care for seniors and other adults in need of assistance with daily activities. Again, listen daily at 7:25 a.m. for our Comfort Keepers feature. And thanks for listening.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410. I want to wish everybody a very happy Veterans Day here today. Thank you to all who have served, of course, our country. We wouldn't be able to live in the immense freedom that we have if it wasn't for all of the folks out there. So we greatly appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. We do have, of course, here on the air with us, too. We'll hop right into it. We've got, of course, Mr. Dennis Sonar Green. Thank you for joining us.
Hello. Thank you very much. Happy Veterans Day to you, sir.
And to you as well, of course. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to have served. It was a great time. I learned a bunch of skills, and I got to actually serve my country, which I'm absolutely proud of. I'm here to talk about the Elgin Veterans Day ceremony I'm on my way over to. That is, of course, starting at 11, and it is brought to us by the American Legion Post 57. They'll honor our nation's veterans during this annual Veterans Day ceremony, scheduled to take place at 11 a.m. on Monday, today, at the Heritage Ballroom at Edward Schock Center in Elgin. located at 100 Symphony Way. We're going over there. Everybody in the area is invited to do that. Go find something. Just like we said about Memorial Day, go find something to do, a place to visit, something to go past, just to have that remembrance that is there and that thankfulness and that gratitude. We all got to vote a little bit ago, so we wouldn't have been able to do it without the veterans that have served. So
absolutely.
Thank you, all veterans.
And to you as well, of course.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm on my way. I'm going to head out. Thanks for everything, buddy.
All right. Thank you. All right. That was Dennis Sonar Green stopping in here again. Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Veterans Day. Yes, in partnership with American Legion Post 57, City of Elgin, honoring our nation's veterans during the annual Veterans Day ceremony will be coming up at 11 a.m. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be broadcasting live out from the Heritage Ballroom. Now, that is at 100 Symphony Way. That's the Edward Schock Center. That is in Elgin. Everyone is invited, of course, so please come on out. Everyone invited, of course, to honor those who have served in the United States Armed Forces. Seating will be provided, so seating will be provided there too. Parking will also be available in the center parking deck, which is located at the southwest corner of Symphony and Grove. So it's right there. You really can't miss it. If you would like to check out information, you can visit elginil.gov. That's elginil.gov. You can find that information posted there. If you would like to take a look at that, that is on the elginillinois.gov website. That's for Veterans and Remembrance Day. Again, this is going to be at the Heritage Ballroom. This is the banquet hall in Elgin at 100 Symphony Way. So lots of seating will be available. If you've never been before, of course, it's a very large room, the Heritage Ballroom. So, of course, plenty of seating for everyone to come on out and celebrate and thank the day today of Veterans Day. So we salute to our veterans, of course, all the branches, the 5 different branches as well too. We'll also go through today as well. I'll bring this up here now. The different ceremonies. So on top of course, the Elgin Veterans Day ceremony, if you happen to maybe be in a different township, or maybe you planned on going to another Veterans Day ceremony, depending on what you would like to do, there are other ceremonies as well. Now, you can find this information. It's Elgin Area Veterans Day Ceremonies and Events. This is on exploreelginarea.com. Thank you so much for the Explore Elgin Area for posting this information. So, of course, you know exactly where you would like to go or what they are having to offer, too. So, we have, of course, the Elgin's Veteran Day ceremony coming up at 11 a.m. today at the Heritage Ballroom. We also do have here, too, there's going to be the Bartlett American Legion Post 1212 Veterans Day ceremony. That's going to be at the corner of South Bartlett Road and Stearns Road. That's at, where that's going to be... Oh, wait, that was already Saturday. I'm sorry. So that was on Saturday. The Downey Township Park District Veterans Day celebration will be at the Rayco Adult Activity Center today. That'll also be at 11 a.m. Carpentersville Veterans Day Memorial will be also today at 11 a.m. at Carpenter Park. And then there's also the Village of South Elgin's Veterans Plaza dedication ceremony that will be at the Public Safety Center today in South Elgin at 50 North Water Street. That'll also be today. That'll be starting at 11:15 a.m. So if you would like to take a look at all of this information, it's posted onto exploreelginarea.com. That's specifically for the Elgin area, the surrounding cities and towns. There is also going to be tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. at the Elgin Community College Art Center. There is going to be a Thanks for the Memories, a USO tribute at ECC. So all of these informations, all of these are posted onto exploreelginarea.com. You'll be able to also click the title, take you directly to a link that will describe a little bit more in detail what is offered at the ceremony too. So definitely good to take a look at that. Feel free to view this website. That's exploreelginarea.com. So that's exploreelginarea.com. So again, like to throw that information. Now, again, this is Veterans Day. It's a day set aside to honor all American veterans of war. Now, we go back in time to November 11th, 1918, a cessation, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, of hostility or armistice between the Allied powers of Germany took place. With the armistice, fighting during World War I ended, and the stage was set for a treaty to be signed, formally ending the war. Then on June 28th, 1919, the Treaty of Versailles was signed. And then, so there's more history also posted on that there too. That's on checkitday.com as well. And Armistice Day became a legal holiday in 1938. So it's definitely a day to celebrate, recognize, and observe as well, too. And we want to thank, of course, all the veterans out there. So, again, that information is posted onto exploreelginarea.com. That's exploreelginarea.com. The Fox Valley Magazine also did post as well on their website for the Fox Valley Veterans Day celebrations. So that is also posted on there, too. It also includes other areas within the Fox River Valley that were not included on the Explore Elgin area page. So if you would like to take a look at that, there's more information there too. Like in Geneva, there's the Veterans Day Salute. That's going to be 11 a.m. today, 3rd and State Streets at American Legion Post 75. So that information is also posted on there too. You can also check out other events and services to honor veterans as well too. Some of them had already happened, and some of them are coming up, like the Elgin Community College one. In Batavia, there's free admission to Imagine Movie Theater for veterans and active military members as well. I will also go through some special deals that are currently going to be happening today as well too. I want to thank Linda, of course, for sending me some great information to present to you on that, and also doing some research. Was able to find some other ones there as well too. So there you go. Those are some events coming up here. Again, that'll be coming up at 11 o'clock that we're going to be covering the Elgin Veterans Day ceremony at the Heritage Ballroom. So please feel free to come on out. We recommend you do actually physically go there to enjoy the ceremony, of course. If you can't, then of course we'll be broadcasting live here. You'll be able to listen in through the AM 1410 dial. You'll be able to listen to us through our app, which you can find a link to those on our website, WRMN1410.com. It's on the Google Play Store and on the App Store. And then, of course, we also are streaming live on YouTube, youtube.com @WRMN Radio. You'll be able to see what the live event is as we broadcast from there onto YouTube streaming live. You'll also, of course, be able to hear it on the AM 1410 dial, so stay tuned for that. The time is 10:15. We'll take a little time out here. When we come back, we'll talk about the weather, go through that, talk a little bit about what the weather is today, the predictions here as well, and we'll go from there. Stay tuned. You're listening to WRMN's live broadcast here of Out to Lunch on Veterans Day.
Searching for a financial partner that truly has your best interest at heart? Join KCT Credit Union, where they're more than just a bank. They're a not-for-profit financial cooperative. KCT members are owners, meaning profits go back to you in the form of lower loan rates, higher savings rates, and fewer fees. Experience personalized service that puts you first. Become a part of KCT, where your financial well-being is their top priority. Visit kctcu.org. Each account insured up to $250,000 by member's choice. This institution is not federally insured.
Now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com is the book called DUI Jury Trial, which is the true story of a truck driver in Illinois who was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. Not only was he facing a revocation of his driver's license, but also a lifetime disqualification of his CDL, which would prevent him from ever driving a semi-truck again. This book includes backstories of the truck driver, the lawyers that defended the case, and the DUI expert witness who analyzed the case and then testified at trial as to the proper protocol procedures of the field sobriety tests as well as the breathalyzer test. This nonfiction novel also includes the actual court transcript from the jury trial, a courtroom showdown in which the final verdict would determine the fate of the defendant's livelihood. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
The Distance Social, your spot for great craft cocktails with meaningful conversation. Whether you're out entertaining a group or out for a memorable nightcap, The Distance Social is your spot for starting or ending the perfect evening. Located at 314 North River Street in beautiful East Dundee, Illinois. Go the distance and find your social at The Distance Social. Rooted Rooted in their family Mexican history, churros are made daily with love. Churros and Chocolate at 2533 West Algonquin Road has churros made from family recipes with care and fresh each day with delicious fillings. There's also the Frida Cafe where you can relax and catch up with a friend while having a warm drink. Try Churros and Chocolate specialty churros, the churro sundae, or take home a churro cake. Visit churros, the letter Y, chocolateinc.com.
A dream that's been cooking for years, Maria's Little Italy in Sycamore is waiting for you to come and enjoy authentic recipes handed down for generations. Stop in and enjoy bruschetta, handmade focaccia bread, pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and more. Dine in, take out, delivery, or catering is all available. Go to mariaslittleitaly.com and see what you've been missing. From their family to yours, welcome to Maria's Little Italy, where food brings families together.
All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Happy Veterans Day, everybody. Hopefully everyone is having a good Monday, a happy Monday. It is a happy Monday, of course, because we're honoring all of our veterans who have served, all of the different 5 branches as well, too, of 5 branches of the military, too. So, of course, we've got the Army, we have the Navy, the Air Force, Marine Corps, and also Coast Guard as well, too. So thank you so much, of course, to everyone, no matter what, the U.S. military, whatever branch, no matter what branch you were in, of course, we thank you for everything that you've done. We really do. Thank you so much. So let's go through the weather here. We'll go through that, talk a little bit about what we have weather prediction-wise for the day today. So we are seeing here a high of 54 degrees, so it is going to be a little bit more of a chillier day outside. We're going to be seeing a low of 34 degrees as we do get into tonight. It is predicted to be, let's say, mostly sunny throughout the day. It's a beautiful sunny day outside today. Of course, wonderful for Veterans Day. We're going to be seeing partly cloudy skies tonight. We're going to be seeing it dropping down to a low of 34 degrees. For Tuesday, tomorrow, we see only a high of 49 degrees, so definitely chillier there too, with it being a low of 37 degrees, but mostly sunny throughout the day, clear with periodic clouds as we get into Tuesday night. Wednesday rolls around here. We do see a little chance of rain as we get into Wednesday afternoon. We're going to be seeing mostly cloudy skies during that time. The evening actually is when the rain will be coming through, looks like here, with a low of 45 degrees for Wednesday night. Blending in with Thursday, we see showers in the very early morning on Thursday, then starting to clear a little bit with the showers staying mostly cloudy, though, for Thursday. We see a high of 52 degrees dropping down to a low of 37 degrees as we get into Thursday night. We head on into Friday as we get closer to the weekend. We see a high of 55 with a low of 39 degrees, predicted to be partly cloudy throughout the very early morning. We get into the afternoon time, and then it starts to be a little bit more partly cloudy / mostly sunny as well, too. So that is the prediction right now for Friday, dropping down to a low of 39 degrees. We see for Saturday as we get into the weekend, mostly cloudy skies, high of 55 is what we're seeing here, with a low of 45 degrees as we get into Saturday night. So partly cloudy in the very early morning, then we start to see a little bit more clouds accumulating into the afternoon and evening. We get into Sunday here, a high of 58, dropping down to a low of 40 degrees. It's predicted to be cloudy throughout the whole day, with a little chance of showers as we get into Sunday night, continuing on through till next Monday. Next Monday predicted to be a high of 55, low of 41, showers throughout the day. Early in the morning, of course, here as well, continuing on throughout the middle of the morning, and then it does start to clear up a bit, and then back again to more showers into Monday night, dropping down to a low of 41 degrees. So those are the temperatures, the weather and temperatures that we are going to be seeing here and predicted for the rest of this week, and also into very early next week as well, too. So So there you go. Now, this is posted onto sunnyskies.com. I think it's, of course, appropriate with it being Veterans Day that there is there's a story in relation to veterans. So this was posted 2 days ago on good news, happy news on sunnyskies.com. The title is, quote, Steelers winning streak wipes out 600,000 in debt for local veterans. Let's take a look at this. So today's good news story comes from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was posted 2 days ago. So, of course, a couple days ago is when this happened, but nonetheless, still, we'll definitely talk about it. So the Pittsburgh Steelers have joined forces with Verizon to launch the Steelers VEBT, V-E-B-T, to relieve. It is a relief program. It is an effort relief program that erases $100,000 in debt for local veterans with each win this season. That is awesome. By partnering with Forgive Company, a leader in debt relief. This program is already making an enormous impact. With 6 wins under their belt, the Steelers have erased a staggering $600,000 in debt from veterans across southwestern Pennsylvania, where veterans collectively carry over $10 million in debt. Veterans in need are identified through ForgiveCo's Random Act of Kindness model, eliminating the need for applications and bringing relief directly to deserving individuals. One of the beneficiaries of this program, 43-year-old Bryce Vargo, recently received a life-changing surprise. His $6,651 in debt was wiped away. Vargo, a Marine Corps veteran from West Mifflin, was initially skeptical at first. He said here, he told the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, quote, I thought it was junk mail or a scam. However, once the reality set in, Vargo was flooded with relief, saying, quote, it's hard to put into words. Who does this? And I'm wondering, why me? Before this intervention, Vargo's monthly debt payments cost him $400, stretching his finances thin and adding stress to his life. But now with that burden lifted, he was able to focus on enjoying life and living without the weight of debt holding him back. And he shared with the news there, quote, it has given me the freedom to focus on living my life and enjoying moments without that heavy burden, end quote. Oh, that's so nice. With 9 regular season games remaining, the Steelers have ample opportunities to increase their impact on local veterans. That is really, really cool. So we want to thank them for that too. And I'll show you even the win counter and what it is too. So you can see that here if you're watching on YouTube, the win counter. That's very nice. Very good. Again, you can also check out here on foxvalleymagazine.com under events. It does tell, of course, the list of the different Veterans Day events. Brought to you also by Kane County Connects. Thank you to Kane County Connects for sharing the ceremonial events with us, of course, to honor the nation's veterans that'll be held at several locations in Kane County. So very, very good. Thank you for, of course, posting that as well. Taking a look here, I know that there are some specials going on right now too, so I do want to make sure, of course, to present that to you. In honor of those, of course, who served on Veterans Day, the Elgin Public House is offering today that veterans eat free. Yes, so veterans are going to be able to eat free today at the Elgin Public House. That is at 219 East Chicago Street. They want to honor those who have fought and continue to fight for our country. They want to thank you for your sacrifices and our freedom. So Elgin Public House would like to invite all veterans so that they can show their gratitude with a meal on them. So feel free to check out their location at 219 East Chicago Street. That's Elgin Public House here in Elgin. Very, very nice. So that was recently shared to me, of course, by Linda. Thank you, Linda, for, of course, sharing that information. Greatly appreciate that a lot, so that, of course, people can know exactly what's going on here within the Fox River Valley as well, too. There are some other things as well that were posted, so I'll make sure to get them on the screen nice and clean here so that you can see it. Monday, November 11th, of course, with it being Veterans Day, all veterans and active duty military Veterans Day, they have the Karis Restaurant Group says thank you, and your meal is on them at any of the following Karis family restaurants: Village Squire Restaurants, Alexander's Cafe, Rookies, and also Old Republic as well, too. So thank you to them for that as well. So that was also posted on there too. That was on the My email. It was on my email. Let's see some other things here as well. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. I think that there was something. Save 10% off your order today. So that's going on right now, too. So that is at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. All veterans and active military get 10% off their order using their promo code ThanksVet24. That's ThanksVet24. And it does say you must show a valid military or veteran ID at pickup, offered now through today. So it was offered on the 9th, but it's also continuing on today. So today would be the last day to do that. Let's see here. Some other things as well. At Chili's, veterans eat free, of course. So they want to thank you for that. That was posted on here as well, too. You served our country. Now let us serve you. We want to thank you for your service with a free entree this Veterans Day. Come to Chili's. Now, it does say tomorrow here. That was posted yesterday, so it would be today. You can enjoy an old timer with cheese, chicken, bacon, ranch quesadillas, boneless wings, or a bowl of chili or soup with a side salad on them. So they posted that on their social media and also on their newsletter as well there too. So that is also something that will be coming up also today as well. If you go to Red Robin is offering something here too. They are honored to serve you with a free Red's Big Tavern that they're having, their tavern burger. So the veterans and military members can enjoy that as well too. So it's for locations participating. They have their $10 cheeseburger day, triple play or monster. Those deals will not be valid on this day as they honor those who serve. So that was also posted as well too. Thank you, Linda, for sending me all this great information. Of course, greatly appreciated as well. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. We hope you are enjoying your day so far. Of course, to remember those who have served, who are also still serving as well too on Veterans Day. We hope you are enjoying your day so far. Don't forget, we're going to be broadcasting live at 11 o'clock for the Heritage Ballroom Veterans Day service. Stay tuned for that. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Linzette's. In Kane County, the Forest Preserve District has scheduled several prescribed burns to occur in the upcoming months. These managed fires are crucial for ecological restoration and will take place across various sites, including woodlands, prairies, and wetlands. A shocking incident in Batavia on Friday night on South Batavia Avenue, a woman suffering a stab wound to the torso. She is currently hospitalized and stable. Meanwhile, a 29-year-old homeless man has been arrested in the attack. Tragic accident on Sunday morning. Carlos Diaz Jr. losing his life in a single-vehicle accident in Geneva. The 31-year-old from Aurora, driving a 1999 Chevrolet Silverado, veered off the roadway on Fabian Parkway and crossed in the opposite lanes and crashed on the south side of the Fox River Bridge. Authorities confirming that Diaz was ejected from the truck and pronounced dead at the scene. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
My phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. This holiday, trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's over $1,800 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Only at Verizon. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Over $1,800 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Imagine your team always looking and feeling their best in high-performance technical workwear. Cintas can make it happen. They have garments for almost every job imaginable. And with the Cintas Workwear program, you get freshly laundered garments delivered every week for everyone on your team. Great garments without the bother of laundry. That's a real perk for employees. Find out how Cintas can boost team image and morale. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. Another disappointing loss for the Bears on Sunday, this time a 19-3 defeat at home against the New England Patriots. It was Chicago's 3rd consecutive loss. Meanwhile, less than a week after saying that Shane Waldron would stay put in his role as offensive coordinator, head coach Matt Eberflus didn't rule out making a change at offensive play caller. Chicago hasn't reached the end zone in back-to-back games. They've now gone 23 consecutive offensive drives without a touchdown. NBA tonight, the Bulls are home against the Cavaliers. Cleveland off to an 11-0 start. The Bulls are 4-6. NHL Sunday in overtime, the Blackhawks beat Minnesota 2-1. Philip Kurashev scored the overtime winner a minute 50 into the extra session. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Oh no, my phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. This holiday, trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's over $1,800 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Only at Verizon. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Over $1,800 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check the propane tank on your grill first before hosting a tailgate.
Let's fire up.
Here, let me try. Seriously? You didn't check the propane? Who wants chips?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Salt and vinegar.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. We're broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. Coming up in about, well, starting at 11 o'clock here because we're approaching 10:35 pretty soon, so in about 25 minutes or so, we're going to be broadcasting live, of course, from the Heritage Ballroom at the Edward Schock Center. That's at 100 Symphony Way for the Veterans Day ceremony. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up at 11 o'clock. We're going to be broadcasting right from there. We'll be having it, of course, on the airwaves, so you'll be able to listen to us through the AM 1410 dial. Of course, you'll also be able to hear us through the app, through our website, and or also on YouTube. Now, again, if you can't physically make it out to the Edward Schock Center at the Heritage Ballroom, you'll be able to watch it live on YouTube, of course, as well, too. We have Marky B and Sonar. They're going to be out there, too. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up at 11 o'clock. I'll be here in studio making sure everything comes in nice and smoothly. So those of you who are listening on the radio or also watching on YouTube or through the app know exactly, of course, what's going on and that the feed comes in smoothly for you, of course. Absolutely. So again, stay tuned for that. We're definitely going to be coming up pretty soon with that here as well. So stay tuned. I know that there are some other things as well. There are some other deals going on at more of the larger chain restaurants. Today.com did cover some of them here too, so I'll just go through some of those here in just a little bit here. We're also in the process of doing some connection here as well on the Zoom side of things, so you'll be able to see it starting at about 11 o'clock or so. So stay tuned, of course, for that. So looking here, Applebee's on Veterans Day is offering a free meal to veterans, active duty military members, reserves, and National Guard members. They can choose from meals on Veterans Day menu while dining in. So there is actually a Veterans Day menu that you can check out as well there too. So feel free to view that on their website. You would go to Find My Applebee's, and of course, depending on which one you go to, then of course they'll be able to have their menu available. So if you're looking maybe in the 60123 location, maybe if you are going to the McHenry location, whatever case might be, you'll be able to find that. Some other ones here as well. Let's see. I know Chili's, of course, we talked about that, is having their free entree while dining at Chili's for active military personnel. Some other ones here as well. Denny's active and retired military personnel can get a free original Grand Slam breakfast at participating Denny's locations when they share a valid military ID or DD-214. The dine-in is offered available between 5 a.m. and noon. So you still have a little bit of time for that when it comes to Denny's. If you are going to Dunkin' Donuts, active and retired military members can get one free donut in store at Dunkin' on Veterans Day while supplies last. No ID required. So there are a couple other different places. Actually, they cover 52. They cover 52 different places here. So again, if you want to take a look at that list, you can view it on the today.com. So you can find it under today.com. You'll be able to find that. IHOP, for example, also today until 7 p.m. at participating IHOP locations nationwide will be offering veterans and active duty military members a free red, white, and blueberry pancake combo. So a pancake combo there. That you'll be able to check out. So that information is all posted on today.com. So that's today.com is where you'll be able to get that information there. That's posted on there too. So again, you're listening to WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. We hope you are enjoying your day so far. And stay tuned, of course, for more as we continue on with the live broadcast. So stay tuned for that. There's some other places on there too. Olive Garden is giving military members who dine in a free entree from a special menu that will be included on there too, with popular items like chicken parmigiana and fettuccine alfredo. So those will all be featured on there too. There's quite a few other places out there too that they do offer some specials. We talked about Red Robin, Starbucks, participating Starbucks locations also will be featured on there too. So it's a good list of some places. That's on today.com. Taking a look at the time, it is 10:39. What we're going to do is we're going to take a little early time out here. We'll be back with more after this with our broadcast. So stay tuned. You're listening to WRMN AM 1410.
In the middle of the night, everything will be all right if you listen to Coast right here on WRMN, 7 days a week from midnight to 5 a.m. Each night on Coast to Coast, listeners are captivated by George Noory with discussions on news and current events, conspiracy theories, UFOs, life after death, and all things curious and unexplained. Coast to Coast, every night, midnight to 5 a.m. right here on WRMN AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
What makes a great pizza restaurant? The obvious answer, great pizza. A local favorite since 1983, Pizza Pub Wisconsin Dells has been serving up the best pizza in the Dells. Year after year after year. Not hungry for pizza? Try the homemade lasagna, chicken parmesan, burgers, salads, and an extensive kids menu. Or take a trip or two to the all-you-care-to-eat lunch buffet. Pizza Pub, walking distance to water parks and hotels in Wisconsin Dells. Visit the Milwaukee County Zoo this summer to enjoy so many species of fun. Home to more than 2,200 animals, representing over 340 different species. The zoo educates, entertains, and inspires. Stomp back in time with the zoo's summer exhibit, Dinosaur Discovery, sponsored by Sendix Food Market. You'll be astounded by the gigantic and scientifically accurate animatronic displays. Touch, feel, and learn about the role of predators in the ecosystem. Running through October 5th. Visit MilwaukeeZoo.org.
Retirement can be scary, but only if you're not prepared. That's why AARP created thisispretirement.org. Because unless you've already retired, you're in pretirement, and you still have time to plan. Learn about retirement savings options, potential tax breaks, and how you can build savings over time. Visit thisispretirement.org for free resources to help you customize your action plan and feel the retirement fear disappear. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
The weather is getting better, and we know it's the time when ladders and DIYers come out. Before you start any new outdoor projects, ComEd wants you to know that electricity can jump from a power line to you and the tools you're using. So maintain a safe distance from any power lines. You can also call ComEd at 1-800-EDISON-1 to have those power lines de-energized the next time you do any type of work around them. Stay smart, stay safe, stay back. ComEd, powering lives.
Microsoft has new computers that put AI first, this special category called Copilot Plus PCs. They have minimum specs plus a chip just for AI. The company unveiling the first Surface devices with the designation, powered by Qualcomm chips, not Intel. One notable AI feature is called Recall. It lets your computer remember everything you do so that you can find files, images, and websites later. More tech news tips on Rich on Tech.
every Saturday from 1 to 4, right here on WRMN. All right, folks, we're going to take it now live to the Edward Schock Center. We have Dennis Sonar Green and Dino Delele on the air with us.
Hello, Matt. How are you, buddy?
I am doing great.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for throwing it over to us. Happy Veterans Day to everyone that's out there from WRMN. I'm here with Dean Delele. Thank you very much. And now you do something special with the Knights of Columbus as far as veterans go as well, don't you?
We have so many different aspects. The fourth degree is actually the military arm of the Knights of Columbus. So, yeah, we have a lot of different events that we do support and appear at. In fact, we'll be doing the one, I think it's December 7th for Pearl Harbor. We do a wreath laying or toss, however you want to call it, over at Navy Pier, right in the Lake Michigan. Always a nice event, and hopefully we can even broadcast that on that day.
Well, and that's what I want to get to. The point that I'm making is the support that us veterans have, and today highlights that, is all of the different organizations that don't just support on this day, that support throughout the year with everything. Now, this isn't Memorial Day. This is Veterans Day. These are the ones that came home. These are of us that have served and got to come back and help shape the United States.
Right. I believe years ago, and then it transitioned into all types of different things. You know, one of the things that does surprise me, and I hope somebody hears me, especially people, in the school districts, a lot of schools are in session. This is a day, if we're going to celebrate and we're going to have days off, you have Teacher Institute days, you have days off for snow. You don't think celebrating, supporting, and respecting our military isn't a cause for a day off? I mean, it should be, everybody should not be working on this day. We should be honoring our veterans that gave us the freedoms that we enjoy each and every day. Our freedom to be able to report and broadcast, and just our freedom to vote, our freedom for our religious freedom, you name it. Every freedom we have is not because of legislatures, because these military folks have fought for it, and they've given us our freedom. So, I mean, I go on my soapbox, and I apologize, but I think this is an important part, and I want to get it out there. I mean, I'm lucky to partner with a gentleman that happens to be in the Navy. My father was a Navy man. I was never in the military, but I have a high regard for it, and I do what I can to support the military. I was police and fire. That was my career path. But beyond that, I have nothing but the most highest esteem and respect for all of our military men and women who serve. And that's my part.
Well, isn't it a great name that we're here in the Heritage Foundation, the Heritage Ballroom, right here. What have we got? There's still time to come down. It is 100 Symphony down here in Elgin. So we're going to have some opening remarks from everything from Commander Mark Smith, from the American Legion, and all kinds of people are still coming in. There's still time to come down. Obviously, we're going to present the colors, throw that national anthem out there that we love so much. Also, plenty of guest speakers that are coming through. Also, the high school band, the Elgin High School Band, is playing a lot of things. So stay tuned here on WRMN to be here with us. Even if you can't come down in person, please do something today that thanks and remembers a veteran.
Absolutely. We got to get out and salute our veterans, no matter who they are. You know, and it goes beyond that. Oh, thank you for your service. You know, the guys that really serve, they appreciate you saying that. And I get that as a former firefighter, police. Oh, thank you for your service. You know, I chose what I wanted to do. A lot of these men and women, they didn't choose. They were drafted. They were put into another country. I mean, they were out there in terrible conditions. So honor them, respect them any which way you can. anytime you're able to. That's all. I mean, that's what it's all about. Our veterans are the foundation of this country, and without our veterans, there's no America.
Absolutely. Well said. We're going to go get the good seats. They're already starting to fill up. So it's there. We're going to throw it back to you, Matt, and then connect over so you kick us off whenever the ceremony does. Thanks to you, veterans, and thank you, WRMN, for broadcasting.
All right. Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. And what we'll do, of course, is we'll continue on here. We'll talk a little bit more about some other things as well in the works, of course, and then we'll go from there. Of course, I'll keep an eye monitored and make sure that, of course, we get the ceremony up and running. That, of course, will be up and running. We'll make sure to get it on the airwaves here as well. Thank you so much for that great message and a little intro there as well. So. Again, that'll be coming up in about 10 minutes or so stay tuned for that. We'll lead in, of course, into that hour here in just a little bit. Again, if you would like to take a look at all of the Elgin Area Veterans Day ceremonies and events, you can check them out at exploreelginarea.com. Don't forget, of course, you can also go on to the Fox Valley magazine, brought to you by KaneCountyConnects.com, does also list all of the different Veterans Day events that have happened, are going to happen today, and are also going to be happening tomorrow as well. There's a couple of ones out there too. So you can find that on foxvalleymagazine.com. You'll be able to find it under events. We'll condense this a bit here. We've got National Day calendar today, of course, with it being Veterans Day. That is a day to recognize, of course, honoring military veterans who served in the United States Armed Forces. Initially, the United States observed Armistice Day as well. However, it evolved into the current Veterans Day starting in 1954. Now, I also wanted to present this to you as well. I think that this is a really good map to take a look at. This is by Caliper.com that was linked through National Day Calendar, where it does actually show a United States map of the percent of civilian adults that are veterans. So I want to share that with you on the screen, and I'm going to do it as full screen so you can see it on here too if you are on watching on YouTube here. So I think that this is a really good map. This is brought to you by Maptitude.com, or it's by Maptitude by Caliper.com, and it does actually show the civilian 18-plus population that are veterans. So if you take a look there, you can see the darker the color, the more percentage of civilian adults that are veterans happen to live in those states. So we're seeing here on the map, there's quite a high percentage in Alaska at 11.5%. 11.5%. We also see that, of course, as well in Vermont, Wyoming, as well as Maine and Virginia as well there too. Of course, also there as well. I do believe I'm seeing DC as well as a little bit higher on that percentage there too. Could be. Or, no, I'm sorry. That's Virginia. I'm seeing there. So the list is posted on there. I think it's a pretty nice map that's posted on there too. So I'm glad that they were able to post that. Maptitude actually has quite a few different articles. You can find percentages based off of Medicare spending, average annual pet expenditures, and a whole lot more too. So it's actually a very handy website to use. I recommend using it. So this one is percentage of civilian adults that are veterans. Here in Illinois, it's 5.2%. If you are in the surrounding area, if you're in Iowa, it's 7%, Indiana 6.8%, Wisconsin 6.7%, as well as Missouri at 7.6%, Kentucky at 7%. So those are the percentages there. I thought that was a pretty good map that was posted on there by them and then reshared by nationaldaycalendar.com. So very, very nice as well, too. Thank you for sharing that as well. Now you get to 1971. Now, initially, the country observed Veterans Day on November 11th. However, starting in 1971, the Uniform Monday Holiday Act required the federal holiday to be moved. Congress scheduled the observance on the fourth Monday of October. In 1978, Congress moved it then back to its original celebration on today. While the legal holiday remains on November 11th, if that date happens to be on a Saturday or Sunday, then organizations that formally observe the holiday will generally be closed on the adjacent Friday or Monday, respectively. So pretty interesting information there that was posted onto nationaldaycalendar.com. That's nationaldaycalendar.com. Taking a look here, we are going to be starting the Veterans Day, the Veterans Day service. So as we take it live here to the Heritage Ballroom, we're going to do that right now. So let's get started. All right, so that was just a little practice there. No worries there. We're going to be starting at 11 o'clock. Thank you for telling me that information. I appreciate that, Sonar. So that was a little practice there, but you do get a little bit of a sneak peek if you're watching on YouTube on where what the setup is going to be, what is currently being. And so we're going to be hopping on in about 7 minutes or so. So again, it is Veterans Day today. It's also, of course, recognized on National Day calendar. It's also National Sunday Day today, so if you want to go out and enjoy a nice Sunday here, we do take you out to lunch. And we're having this, of course, as a Veterans Day, honoring this. So if you want to go on out, get a nice hot fudge sundae, you know, of course, go with some, if you have family members or friends that were in, that are veterans as well, treat them to a nice sundae. Go out to a lot of great places that offer good ice cream sundaes to enjoy as a nice celebration there, as an honor too. So that's also today recognized. It's National Sunday Day. So there you go. Some other days recognized as well today that we have featured. It is Kindness Week. Now, this is on nationaltoday.com. Now, Kindness Week is international, of course. It came into being when several humanitarian groups came together on November 13th in 1997 and made a declaration of kindness. Now we have Kindness Week recognized November 11th through till the 17th. Now, it started as Kindness Day and eventually led to Kindness Week, where everyone is encouraged to make a similar declaration of kindness as well as charity. I think this also does line up very well with Veterans Day, also there too, by sharing kindness and, of course, expressing your gratitude. The week is celebrated by donating books, food, or clothes to local communities and pledging to empathize with other people, of course. So Kindness Week aims to create a society where everyone can live a dignified life. And of course, inspire each other too. That's important. So that is also a day recognized today as well. It's also Enterprise Week. This is another international week that's recognized today on nationaltoday.com. It's Enterprise Week. Actually, this is the United Kingdom, it says here too, but who says you can't also recognize it as well? So Global Entrepreneurship Week, or the GEW, commences on the second Monday of November every year and lasts for a week. So it's going on now until the 17th. The Global Entrepreneurship Network oversees GEW. It was designed as a venue for young entrepreneurs to present their ideas and innovations to a global network of investors. It began in 2008 and since it has now attracted over 10 million participants from over 180 countries. Young Americans looking for business partners to help fund their products, services, and ideas can look forward to a week-long of events, activities, and competitions aimed at bolstering their presence in the global economy. So that is also another day recognized today as well. So there you go. Let's see some other ones here that are also posted. It is Geography Awareness Week, so we are starting to see a little bit more of the weeks recognized in the U.S. And globally too. The aim of Geography Awareness Week, which occurs every third week of November from the 11th to the 15th this year, is to raise awareness of the significance of geography to everyone's lives and encourage people to consider the relationship with the environment. You can also, of course, dive into a little bit of history on geography, learning a little bit about where different countries are located as well. It was created by National Geographic and became established by a presidential proclamation back in 1987. So that is also a week that is recognized. And I mean, you can even learn a little bit of history there too on, you know, when the first map was created. The Babylonian map was in 600 BC. You go to the first map of the Americas was in 1507. Which was called the Universalis Cosmographia, a map by the German cartographer Martin Waldseemüller. becomes the first map that was in 1507. So lots of great history there. You can also check out more information posted on nationaltoday.com. That's nationaltoday.com. Lots of other things as well. National Recycling Week, National Young Readers Day, Anti-Bullying Week as well. So definitely some days to recognize, to celebrate as well too, and to remember as well. It's also Remembrance Day. That's also featured today there too. So very good. Don't forget, of course, we are WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. We are approaching, of course, the 11 o'clock hour here pretty soon. So, of course, stay tuned for that. We are going to be hopping on into our service here, the Veterans Day service. That is, of course, going to be broadcasting live from, we're going to be broadcasting from Elgin, from the Edward Schock Center. So that's going to be at the Edward Schock Center there. So stay tuned for that. Again, you're listening to and watching to WRMN AM 1410. Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. Stay tuned as we hop on into our live broadcast. Thank you to everyone, of course, who has served, and we also thank everyone who is joining in live here or also through the app, the AM 1410 dial, and through YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
Are you looking for a dentist near you? Choose the one with the 5-star Google rating, Bender Dental Care in Elgin. We earned that 5-star rating with our super friendly staff, reasonable rates, and outstanding patient care. Dr. Bender provides full-service family dentistry, including tooth-colored fillings and crowns, and no drill, no shot treatment for small cavities, perfect for kids. Choose Google's 5-star dentist close to home, Bender Dental Care in Elgin. We're here for you. Looking for an affordable dentist close to home? Bender Dental Care in Elgin offers new patient specials from $29, including x-rays, a regular cleaning, and exam. Senior discounts, a no insurance discount plan, and care credit financing. Bender Dental Care is a full-service family dentist with an outstanding 5-star Google rating. To find out more, call us at 847-888-4333. Bender Dental Care, affordable dentistry, close to home.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 11 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Linzette's. November 16th, Judson University's Herrick Chapel will be the venue for an event hosted by the Autism Hero Project in collaboration with the Elgin Police Department. Attendees will have the chance to watch a documentary that highlights the urgent need for autism training among first responders. Again, it's November 16th at Judson University's Herrick Chapel. On Tuesday, starting at 6:30 p.m. at the Gail Borden Public Library, author and historian Tom Holbrook will be on hand to talk about Bozo the Clown. The renowned author and historian will be talking about items from his Bozeum collection. Elgin Community College gearing up for its second annual Apprenticeship Expo, set to unfold on November 21st from 9 a.m. until noon. The event is pivotal for those exploring apprenticeships and will take place at the University Business Center in Building E at 1700 Spartan Drive. With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
My phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. This holiday, trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's over $1,800 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Only at Verizon. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Over $1,800 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
And now for our live broadcast at the Heritage Ballroom in Elgin for Veterans Day.
Hey, thank you, Elgin High Band. Again, thank you for attending today's Veterans Day event. My name is Mark Smith. I'm the commander of the American Legion here in Elgin, Post 57. Welcome to everyone. I want to say thank you to Mayor Captain for the continued relationship and the yearly tradition of having this Veterans Day ceremony. Welcome to other city officials, elected officials from the city, township, county, and state, Elgin High School Band. Thank you very much for being here. And most importantly, veterans, family of veterans, and friends of veterans who are here to support us. Thank you very much for attending. If you're able, please stand for the presentation of colors and remain standing for the national anthem. When the national anthem is played, please place your right hand over your heart, or veterans can render the proper hand salute.
Detail. Well, your favorite post colors. Post colors. Present arms. Order arms. Left face. Warm up. For arms. Left face. Forward march.
Please remain standing for the invocation from Elgin Post 57 Chaplain Rich Hamill.
Thank you, Commander Smith, and welcome everyone. Almighty God, our Heavenly Father, we ask your blessing be bestowed on our friends and loved ones. We thank you for this opportunity to share with them this special occasion to honor our veterans. Let us always honor the memory of those brave soldiers who gave the supreme sacrifice so we may experience freedom in a country that is free. Heavenly Father, keep their families in your kind care. Bless them and comfort them in time of sorrow. Let us be reminded of life, liberty, justice, freedom, and democracy. We may be ever grateful for all veterans who gave so much for their country. Amen.
Please be seated. Again, this is a great annual tradition we have, and love to see everybody coming out to honor the veterans that we have here in the Elgin community and the surrounding communities that come out to as well. I'm not sure how many years we've been doing it, Mayor. Yeah, no, I'm not the historian, so quite a long time though. Yeah, quite a long time, which is a great thing, and we always have a nice turnout here as well. So with that, it's my honor to introduce the mayor of the city of Elgin, David Captain, to give some remarks.
Thank you, Commander Smith, and welcome to everyone. Welcome to you. I've never been to Elgin before, and this is always a special honor for me to be able to speak on this occasion. And it's for me, I remember back to all the friends that I've had over my time. And I had friends that served in World War I and World War II, Korean War, Vietnam. And I remember them, and I honor their memory. But I also think one thing they would ask us to do is to honor the veterans that are still serving today and to honor the veterans that have come back and suffered injuries. And as a community and a society, we have an obligation to make sure that we take care of the veterans that have come home. And I was honored to be a part of a ceremony just a few weeks ago. And Dan Simmons is sitting in the front row here, and it was brought back the remains of a veteran who was killed in the Korean War, and identified his veterans as his remains, contacted his family, and brought him home. And I think that is really, really part of what America should be and part of what the city of Elgin. So it was an honor to do that, and thank you for Mr. Simmons for his efforts in doing that. I think it's important for us to remember that, and that's why we're here today, to remember the veterans past and the ones that are here today and the ones in the future when they come home from their service, their tourist service, and become a veteran. We welcome them back home, and that's always what Elgin is going to be to the veterans. It's home. Congratulations to all of you who have served. It's been an honor, and my honor as mayor to be able to do this for a number of years, and I look forward to it every year, and I'll look forward to it in the future. Thank you very much.
That was Mayor Dave Captain.
Thank you, Mayor. Now we'll have a musical selection from Elgin High School Band, and this will be the military medley. So they're going to play the medleys of the different services, service songs. So if you hear your song from your service branch, please stand up while that's playing. Maybe. Not really sure if Space Force has a song yet, but I told them they could go with the Star Wars theme, but we just decided to play it safe and not do that. Yeah, who knows? I'm sure they have one going. We'll get that together. All right, I will move right into remarks. We'll keep this thing moving. November 11th, 1918 was a day of celebration throughout the free world. A conflict without precedent was ending. An armistice stopping the Great War was signed. Advances in the use of artillery, chemical weapons, and machine guns led to more than 9 million military deaths and an estimated 8 million civilian deaths during the war that devastated large swaths of Europe, as well as parts of the Middle East, Africa, and the Asia-Pacific region. World War I was so horrific that many referred to it as the war to end all wars. Unfortunately, the optimism was short-lived. A generation later, a second World War would follow, which was even deadlier than the first. Even so, the American Legion never wavered on the significance of the 1918 armistice. The nation's largest veterans organization had been advocating for Armistice Day to be observed as a national holiday since 1920. In the aftermath of World War II and the Korean War, the American Legion led an all-Veterans Day celebration in Emporia, Kansas, which was seen as the spark that lit the movement from November 11th to be a day to honor every American who honorably served in our nation's military since the Revolutionary War. The advocacy paid off. On October 8th, 1954, President Dwight Eisenhower signed a proclamation officially changing Armistice Day to Veterans Day. In its suggested Talk for American Legion Speakers, which was released to mark the first official Veterans Day observance 70 years ago, our organization spelled out its vision for the new national holiday. Quote, Veterans Day, like the Armistice Day of before, will ever remain a day of remembrance. Remembrance for those who have placed their love of God and country, their devotion to liberty and freedom above even life itself. But also it should be a day of rejoicing. Rejoicing that American manhood and womanhood always have measured up to our responsibilities, unquote. While those responsibilities may have shifted and evolved with each subsequent generation, the love for this country is a common thread that bonds veterans from the earliest days of our nation's founding to those serving today. One responsibility that all Americans should carry is the remembrance of those who have made our freedom possible. By virtue of your attendance here, you have shown an appreciation for veterans. The people here are veterans, friends of veterans, family of veterans, co-workers of veterans, and neighbors of veterans. It is up to us to ensure that every veteran believes that his or her service to this country is respected by their fellow Americans. There are many tangible ways that we can acknowledge their sacrifice, but the easiest way is to simply say, thank you for your service to our country. Winston Churchill was speaking of the Royal Air Force's defense of Britain when he delivered his famous "Never was so much owed by so many to so few" speech in 1940. The same could be said of American veterans in 2024. In 1980, about 18% of U.S. adults were veterans. Today, it is approximately 5%. Active duty service members comprise less than 0.5% of the U.S. population today. Yet when Hurricanes Helene and Milton wreaked havoc on the southeastern United States, thousands of active duty, reserve, and National Guard service members mobilized to provide life-saving relief and recovery operations. An estimated 43,000 U.S. troops and a dozen warships are deployed in the Middle East. Marine Corps detachments provide security at U.S. embassies worldwide. Members of the Coast Guard perform an average of 42 search and rescue missions daily and facilitate the movement of $15.6 billion of goods and commodities through our maritime transportation system every day. All Americans benefit from the service of this small and distinguished group of volunteers across the U.S. forces. Every year, Americans lose distinguished veterans who were eyewitnesses to events that shaped our world. Two notable veterans lost in 2024 were Lou Conter and Roger Donlin. One served in World War II and the other in Vietnam. They each had different definitions of heroism. Conter was the sole survivor of the attack on the USS Arizona when he passed away at age 102 on April 1st. People call us heroes, Conter said at the 75th anniversary of the Pearl Harbor attack. We're not the heroes. The 1,177 who went down with the ship are the heroes. You have to remember, we got to go home, get married, have children and grandchildren, and we've lived a good life. Those who didn't get to do that should be called the heroes, unquote. Conter's humility was not uncommon among veterans who forever remember those who made it home. But Donlin, who made it home from Vietnam, fits every definition one could have of a hero. Donlin was a captain with the Army 7th Special Forces Group when a Viet Cong battalion launched a pre-dawn attack on his camp in 1964. During the 5-hour battle, he endured multiple and severe wounds, while valiantly fighting back and directing the camp's defense. He continuously exposed himself to great danger, administering first aid and saving the lives of fellow soldiers. His actions resulted in the successful defense of his camp and inspired not just his own soldiers, but Vietnamese allies. Donlin's bravery was recognized by President Lyndon B. Johnson, who presented him with the Medal of Honor for his actions. An online obituary posted this year quoted Donlin's definition of heroism. In my situation and every other situation that leads to the Medal of Honor, there is absolutely no input from the recipient. It's all done by observers, Donlin said. Heroism is a product of what other people see, unquote. Donlin remained in the Army and retired as a colonel in 1988. We see and remember your heroism, Colonel Donlin, along with that of so many other veterans. On this Veterans Day, we honor not an armistice, but the men and women who have served and continue to serve in the greatest military the world has ever known. Our message to America's veterans, past and present, is simple. We will never forget you. Thank you for being here. God bless America. We'll now have another musical selection from the Elgin High School Band.
That was Mark Smith.
Thank you all for being here on WRN. This is live coverage of the Veterans Day ceremony in the Heritage Ballroom in downtown Elgin. We apologize for those who are having trouble listening to the music. We'll make sure that we get all the coverage here recorded for you for later. Thank you all for joining us here, remembering our veterans here on this moment. Thank you, Elgin High School.
We'll have a rifle salute from the American Legion Post 57 Honor Guard, followed by the playing of taps from the Elgin High School band. When taps are played, please stand, and again, we'll render the hand salute or hand over the heart. Thank you. And now we'll have the playing of taps. If you please remain standing, we'll have the benediction from Chaplain Rich Hamilton from Post 57, then the retiring of the colors.
Thank you, Commander. Lord of hosts, be with us yet, so that we do not forget the noble efforts in war and peace, preserve democracy and maintain order, and sustain humanity in ways of peace and social justice. We honor the men and women who have, with courage, sacrificed themselves on all the battlefields of life, with compassion and concern for their fellow man. May our memorial go with us as we part and enable us by your gracious help to maintain in word and deed principles to which we have pledged ourselves. Lord, dismiss us with your blessing. Amen.
You can be seated for just a minute, please. Thank you. I'll let the honor guard, they're collecting their brass out there, and we'll get them back in here and we'll get the colors retrieved. One footnote as well, just after this, we are having a stew luncheon at the American Legion Post 57 at 820 North Liberty Street. So everybody's welcome to attend that. It's a free luncheon. We're having stew and cornbread. So please come on out and have some good lunch with us. Yeah, sure. You can let them know we're ready to retire the colors. Thank you.
Thank you all for being here on WRMN. AM 1410 recognizes the veterans here on Veterans Day. Thank you very much for your sacrifice and your support. We're retiring the colors now from the Heritage Ballroom in downtown Evanston, Elgin, rather. they're going to come in, retire the colors. And in the ceremony, make sure you get out today and actually do something to remember and honor veterans today on this beautiful Veterans Day. Thank you.
Again, if you're able, please stand for the retiring of the colors.
Down, up, right, face, prepare to recover flags, recover, reassemble, face, forward march. Down to the left. March.
You can be seated, thank you. All right, I just want to thank everybody again for coming out today, and a special thanks to all the men and women who have served honorably in the United States military. Thank you for a job well done. We welcome you home and offer the right hand of friendship to you. Doors are always open at American Legion Post 57, any American Legion, any VFW, any AMVETS, you're always welcome. If you haven't become a member, we encourage you to become a member. There's a lot of benefits to becoming a member. Not only socially, but just, being able to talk and, be with others that have walked some of the same miles in your boots, shoes, whatever you were wearing, experience some of those same things. And then at the grassroots level, we definitely help veterans locally on a day-by-day basis who may be in need, whether it's a financial need, mental health need, medical need, those sorts of things. So we appreciate you all. Thanks again to Mayor Captain and the City of Elgin for continuing to sponsor us and partner with us in this great event, and we'll look forward to seeing you next year. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for
Final
being.
shout out to the Elgin High School band. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for being with us today. We're going to return it back to the studio for more Out to Lunch and more coverage of Veterans Day here in the Fox River Valley. Have a wonderful day, and we'll all talk to you soon.
Thank you. Good sweat during this all. We can get Memorial.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Linzess. Elgin Community College gearing up for its second annual Apprenticeship Expo, set to unfold on November 21st from 9 a.m. until noon. The event is pivotal for those exploring apprenticeships and will take place at the University Business Center in Building E at 1700 Spartan Drive. November 16th, Judson University's Herrick Chapel will be the venue for an event hosted by the Autism Hero Project in collaboration with the Elgin Police Department. Attendees will have the chance to watch a documentary that highlights the urgent need for autism training among first responders. Again, it's November 16th at Judson University's Herrick Chapel. On Tuesday, starting at 6:30 p.m. at the Gail Borden Public Library, author and historian Tom Holbrook will be on hand to talk about Bozo the Clown. The renowned author and historian will be talking about items from his Bozeum collection. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
My phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. This holiday, trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's over $1,800 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Only at Verizon. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Over $1,800 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Imagine your team always looking and feeling their best in high-performance technical workwear. Cintas can make it happen. They have garments for almost every job imaginable. And with the Cintas Workwear program, you get freshly laundered garments delivered every week for everyone on your team. Great garments without the bother of laundry. That's a real perk for employees. Find out how Cintas can boost team image and morale. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Available now on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com is the book called DUI Jury Trial, which is the true story of a truck driver in Illinois who was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. Not only was he facing a revocation of his driver's license, but also a lifetime disqualification of his commercial driver's license, which would prevent him from ever driving a semi-truck again. This book includes the backstories of the truck driver, the lawyers that defended his case, and the DUI expert witness who analyzed the case and then testified at trial as to the proper protocol procedures of the field sobriety test as well as the breathalyzer tests. This nonfiction novel also includes the actual court transcripts from the jury trial, a courtroom showdown in which the final verdict would determine the fate of the defendant's livelihood. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. NHL Sunday in overtime, the Blackhawks beat Minnesota 2-1. Philip Kurashev scored the overtime winner a minute 50 into the extra session. Another disappointing loss for the Bears on Sunday, this time a 19-3 defeat at home against the New England Patriots. It was Chicago's third consecutive loss. Meanwhile, less than a week after saying that Shane Waldron would stay put in his role as offensive coordinator, head coach Matt Eberflus didn't rule out making a change at offensive play caller. Chicago hasn't reached the end zone in back-to-back games. They've now gone 23 consecutive offensive drives without a touchdown. NBA tonight, the Bulls are home against the Cavaliers. Cleveland off to an 11-0 start. The Bulls are 4-6.
Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
My phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. This holiday, trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's over $1,800 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Only at Verizon. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Over $1,800 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the propane tank on your grill first before hosting a tailgate.
Let's fire up.
Here, let me try. Seriously? You didn't check the propane? Who wants chips?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Salt and vinegar.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
At the law offices of Guthrie and Brady, we are dedicated to providing high-quality legal services at affordable prices. Whether you're dealing with real estate transactions, foreclosures, or will and estates, our experienced team, including Mary Brady, the happy lawyer, is here to help. With over 50 years of experience, you can trust that our attorneys have the knowledge and expertise to handle your legal needs. Our comfortable and welcoming office, along with our professional staff, makes it easy for you to get the legal guidance you deserve. If you're looking for expert legal services you can rely on, contact the law offices of Guthrie and Brady today. Schedule a consultation and let us put our decades of experience to work for you. For more information, visit gandblegal.com. That's gandblegal.com.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, a spectacular broadcast out at the Edward Chalk Center at 100 Symphony Way, right here in downtown Elgin. Thank you for the very wonderful broadcast. But thank you so much to all the veterans out there here on Veterans Day. A day to recognize, but to also celebrate, too, to celebrate the fact that we have freedoms that a lot of people don't have. So it's something to very much be grateful for. And sometimes we can take it for granted, for sure. So it's important to remember not to. And that goes for every day, not just for today, though, too. So happy Veterans Day, everybody. Hopefully everyone's having a good day so far. It's a beautiful sunny sky day outside today. And we want to celebrate our freedoms. We're here able to broadcast live, serving the Fox River Valley. And, we have shows like A Political Talk Show where, we're able to speak our minds and have conversations. There are a lot of countries out there that don't allow that. And so we definitely should be grateful for that, that we are able to have that too. So stay tuned for that. A Political Talk Show coming up from 4 till 6. That'll be from 4 to 6. We also do have our other lineup of awesome content here on WRMN. You'll be able to find it on our website, WRMN1410.com. WRMN1410.com. Take a look at our weekly lineup there. Don't forget, you can also take a look at our weekend lineup as well, too. We're going to continue on here. We're going to skip the second break, and we'll just continue on until the top of the hour news. So we've got about 16 minutes left here for the 11 o'clock hour, and then we'll hit it off with the 12 o'clock hour. So let's take a look here. I do have a list on foxvalleymagazine.com, or Fox Valley Magazine has a list for me and for us. And this is the beers of the month. So, of course, a great way to celebrate Veterans Day. You can still go on out, of course. Thank you to Mark Smith for mentioning, of course, during the live broadcast, American Legion Post 57 is going to be having some lunch, so you can feel free to go on out. That is American Legion Post 57 at 820 North Liberty Street here in Elgin. I did go through a little bit earlier today, too, some of the other places that you can go to as well locally that are offering some specials as well. You can also go on out and, of course, celebrate with a beer. And taking a look at Fox Valley Magazine, we have the Beers of the Month. This is the Beers of the Month posted a couple days ago for the Fox River Valley area. So let's take a look and see what we have here for the Beers of the Month, because looks like we do have some good ones here as well. I'll adjust my screen a bit so it's a little bit more clean that way so that you can see it, of course. So starting off with the first beer of the month, pardon me, posted onto foxvalleymagazine.com is the Graham's Chocolate Ale. Now, actually, I know I did already go through the beers of the month already. I just remembered when hearing that, but I'll go through it again. This is a great way to celebrate. Now, you can also find here, too, under the dining, the wines of the month. So you can find the wines of the month for November, the beers of the month, and then we have yet to still see the different dishes of the month. So stay tuned for that. But if you do like a nice Graham's Chocolate Ale, you can enjoy that. Some sweet and savory hints there. You can check it out at Penrose Brewing in Geneva. Pollyanna Fun Size Milk Stout is also available. You can find it at the Pollyanna Brewing and Distilling. That, of course, enjoys a nice cocoa nib peanut with milk stout. vanilla bean, and sea salt. So you get a symphony of different flavors all incorporated together there. They've got the Grimoire Barrel-Aged Imperial Stout that you can enjoy at Riverlands Brewing at 1860 Dean Street in St. Charles. You can enjoy a nice Frostbite with the Frostbite Cold IPA that is back at Two Brothers Tap House that is located in Warrenville, Illinois. You can enjoy the City Gate Spartan Ember IPA, a great drink to enjoy here. It'll bring a burst of refreshment to your taste buds. You can find it at City Gate Grill in Naperville. The High C Dead People are back again for a limited time offer at Moore Brewing Company. You can enjoy their some of your style of, I guess you could say it's kind of a Halloween style, would you say? Maybe? I guess? I don't know. There's skeletons chilling in Dead Sea. So with that being said, a nice fruity sour ale to enjoy at Moore Brewing Company. You can find it in Villa Park, Huntley, and also Bartlett. That information is posted onto foxvalleymagazine.com. Remember, you're listening to WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. Of course, also recognizing our veterans today as well here on Veterans Day. Don't forget, pardon me, you can find more information on exploreelginarea.com or foxvalleymagazine.com on any of the upcoming events that are being held, currently already were, or hope that will be happening in the next couple of days or so as well, too. I know that we had the high school band. Thank you to the high school band for playing beautifully there, too. The Elgin Community College Arts Center tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. We'll be having a Thanks to the Memories, a USO tribute at ECC. That information is posted on their website at elgin.edu or also on exploreelginarea.com. With the next last 10 minutes that we have here of the 11 o'clock hour, we'll touch base with some of the local libraries. Now, if you go to the Fox River Valley Public Library District, their buildings are closed today for Veterans Day. So they are closed today. That's the one in East Dundee for the Bartlett Public Libraries. So they are doing that, of course, as a thank you and observance for Veterans Day. So they are closed today at the Fox River Valley Public Library District. That's the Dundee Library. You can also check out their website at frvpld.info. That also includes the Randall Oaks Library as well, too. If we go to the Gail Borden Public Library, they're sharing their thanks to these veterans on their library staff. They posted this here too. I'll show it here on the screen so that you can also see it as well. Who they have here pictured includes Pete Beaujon, United States Marine Corps, served in Vietnam. Also featured in this display is Ed Hendrick, United States Army Military Police, Annalise Holmeyer, United States Army, John Johnson, United States Marine Corps, Brian Hoeg of United States Navy, and Wayne, as well as Wayne Schomback of the United States Army, and Jeff Spees of the United States Marine Corps. So they at the Gail Borden Public Library also extend their thanks and appreciation to those in the community who have served or are currently serving as well, too. You can check out the portrait display on their first floor display case honoring their staff veterans and sign the card next to the display case to share your thanks. So they do have a thank you card that you can go right now to the Gail Borden Public Library and give thanks. Very good. So that was posted onto there. That was Gail Borden Public Library. You can also read some interesting comments here on Gail Borden Public Library, including, what is your favorite movie adaptation of a book? Well, I'd have to say A Series of Unfortunate Events. The 2004 movie is one of my top favorites. Loved it since I was a kid. And although, of course, the Netflix series expands on the books, all 13 of them, the movie was only the first 3 books. But the vibe of it, the style is so, I just so love the style of it. So you can find some good ones here. Some people say To Kill a Mockingbird was one person's favorite movie adaptation of a book. Pride and Prejudice was Colin Firth. Sense and Sensibility, the Emma series, War and Peace. Some other ones as well, too. One person says Pride and Prejudice with Keira Knightley. as well. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Yeah, I remember reading those before seeing the movie. That one too. Princess Bride. So a lot of good ones there as well too. So that's interesting. You can view some comments or even post your own comment too, your favorite movie adaptation of a book. You can also check out some other things coming up here as well with local libraries. We'll continue on touching base here at the moment with the Gail Borden Public Library. They created an event about 22 hours ago called the Tallgrass Prairie in Art, Music, and Literature. This is an event coming up Friday at 10 a.m. It's this Friday at 10 a.m. Right at the main library area. So let's take a look at what this event has to offer. First of all, registry is required. So let's take a look and see how many seats? 60 seats are still remaining. Now, you can learn from master gardener and author Cindy Crosby on how Illinois' original garden, the Tallgrass Prairie, is a place of inspiration for creatives of all types. Enjoy the work of quilters, jewelers, painters, musicians, filmmakers, all walks of life, writers, sculptors, photographers, so much more. And you can leave inspired to think about how you might use native plants in your garden as a springboard for creativity. And with the new appreciation, of course, of their, quote, landscape of home. The program is provided in partnership with the Elgin Garden Club. So very cool. There's 60 seats still remaining. So if you want to go on out and get some inspiration, of course, feel free to do it. No one's stopping you, right? Of course. To have the freedom to have the inspiration and present it as well, too. So very nice. That's at the Meadows Community Room. That's where it's going to be Friday, November 15th from 10 a.m. till 11 a.m. Should be a good time for sure. So that was posted onto the Facebook page of the Gail Borden Public Library. Now, of course, you can also go into further depth on what is going to be happening coming up here within their website of gailborden.info. So feel free to check that out. Let's see. I know that the Madam's President, secret presidency of Edith Wilson, there are still 23 seats remaining. That's coming up tonight, 7 to 8 p.m. So if you want to read a little, or you want to go in person, experience that. I was going to say read about it because I saw the word author in the description. And yes, that includes local author William Hazelgrove. We'll be discussing how Mrs. Wilson had a little formal education and had only been married to President Wilson for 4 years. However, she definitely dedicated herself to managing the office of the president, reading all correspondence intended for her beridden husband. There you go. That's also posted. That has been posted for a while now. That's at the Raco branch. It's at the Corridor West is where that's going to be. So that's the South Elgin area. So this and more can be found on gailborden.info. That's gailborden.info. You can also find, of course, on the Fox River Valley Public Library District, see some things that are coming up. For the youth tomorrow, November 12th on Tuesday at 4 p.m., there is going to be their Lego Club. Now, of course, if you do love building Legos, observing people build Legos too, well, you can join the club. It's Tuesday, November 12th from 4 to 5 p.m. It is under their STEM/Maker program type for the youth. If you love to build and you love Legos, join them at the library to build with other Lego lovers. They're going to be having opportunities for challenges as well as a free build time too. So your Lego creations must stay at the library, but staff will be available to take pictures of your creations. This is geared towards grades K through 8. So sounds like a good time for sure. That's going to be at the Dundee Library in East Dundee at 555 Barrington Avenue. If you'd like to call their number for more information, it's 847-428-3661. Posted on location details on their website. That's frvpld.info is where you can find that. Don't forget, if you can't go to the library, you can always check out the e-library 24/7. I know the Fox River Valley Public Library Districts, those they are closed, but you can check out their e-library. You can also stream and download a lot of different ebooks, audiobooks, music, and more on their online resource side. That is available through their catalog on their website of frvpld.info. They got a lot of great stuff there. And also check out other public libraries as well. Let's touch base here. Let's see what we've got for the Geneva Public Library. You can view what they have going on there. Always love bringing up the websites and the Facebook pages to keep you up to date. Of course, Geneva Public Library did post an hour ago, Happy Veterans Day. Today we honor the brave men and women who have served our country. Thank you for your dedication, courage, and sacrifice to our country. So that was posted onto their Facebook page. Now, coming up Sunday, November 17th. This is at the Geneva Public Library. They're going to be having their Foreign Film Sunday. This will be from 1 to 3:30. This month's foreign film is called The Rosemaker. It was filmed in France. Yves is one of France's greatest artisanal horticulturalists, I think it's how it's pronounced. But her rose business is facing imminent bankruptcy and liquidation. When her secretary hires 3 inexperienced ex-convicts, they must team up to rescue the business in this verdant comedy/drama. So that is going to be featured there. They filmed it in France, so I'm thinking they were going to be having... The time has flown by already so fast. They're probably going to be having English subtitles, most likely. Or maybe voiceovers. I hope not. I don't care for the voiceovers on foreign films. Sometimes it's a little weird. So, I don't know. Anyways, but that's going to be coming up. That's at the Geneva Public Library coming up this Sunday. You can find more on their Facebook page posted as well there too. And also on their main website, gpld.org. This does wrap it up here for the 11 o'clock hour of Out to Lunch with WRMN. Here on Veterans Day today, of course, we thank those who have served and those who are still serving as well. Stay tuned. When we come back, we'll talk more. We'll go through what is happening in the area. Well, there are some other events to go to as well. Places to go to, things to see and do, spending time with loved ones, of course, as well too. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
Attention restaurant owners, are you struggling with grease trap issues or bulk grease removal? Look no further than Hopkins Grease Company. Serving the greater Chicago area since 1947, Hopkins Grease has been the go-to company for grease recycling and maintenance, offering a range of specialized services for restaurants, big or small. From used cooking oil collection to grease trap cleaning, their full fleet of vehicles and dedicated team of employees ensures fast, efficient service in areas like Elgin, Crystal Lake, Algonquin, and Schaumburg. And they're not just a business. They are part of your community. As a family-owned company, Hopkins Grease is big enough to meet your needs, but small enough to give you personalized, friendly service. And they proudly support America's First Responders through our partnership with America's First Responders Fest. So when you choose Hopkins Grease, you're choosing a company that gives back. Need service today? Call Hopkins Grease at 847-458-4040. We're ready to take your grease worries off your plate.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Linzess. On Tuesday, starting at 6:30 p.m. at the Gail Borden Public Library, author and historian Tom Holbrook will be on hand to talk about Bozo the Clown. The renowned author and historian will be talking about items from his Bozeum collection. Elgin Community College gearing up for its second annual Apprenticeship Expo, set to unfold on November 21st from 9 a.m. until noon. The event is pivotal for those exploring apprenticeships and will take place at the University Business Center in Building E at 1700 Spartan Drive. November 16th, Judson University's Herrick Chapel will be the venue for an event hosted by the Autism Hero Project in collaboration with the Elgin Police Department. Attendees will have the chance to watch a documentary that highlights the urgent need for autism training among first responders. Again, it's November 16th at Judson University's Herrick Chapel. With your 1410 WRMN News Flash, I'm Sean Kernan.
My phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. This holiday, trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's over $1,800 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Only at Verizon. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Over $1,800 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Imagine your team always looking and feeling their best in high-performance technical workwear. Cintas can make it happen. They have garments for almost every job imaginable. And with the Cintas Workwear program, you get freshly laundered garments delivered every week for everyone on your team. Great garments without the bother of laundry. That's a real perk for employees. Find out how Cintas can boost team image and morale. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
If you are 50 years and older, you are welcome to join Elgin State Bank's sponsored movie days at Elgin Marcus Theater. It will always be on the second Thursday of each month. Doors open at 8:30 a.m. At 9 a.m., you will hear a very brief message from Sherry Aschenbrenner about upcoming senior events, and movies will begin at approximately 9:30 a.m. Coffee and a donut is complimentary. You can always call the movie theater hotline number of 847-888-7976 to find out what movies are playing each month. The cost is $3 if you are a member of Elgin State Bank, meaning you have an account there, and $5 if you are a non-member. And for more senior information, catch Sherry's Senior Showcase on the third Tuesday of every month at 9:15 a.m. right here on WRMN, AM 1410 and 96.7 FM.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. NBA tonight, the Bulls are home against the Cavaliers. Cleveland off to an 11-0 start. The Bulls are 4-6. NHL Sunday in overtime, the Blackhawks beat Minnesota 2-1. Philip Kurashev scored the overtime winner a minute 50 into the extra session. Another disappointing loss for the Bears on Sunday, this time a 19-3 defeat at home against the New England Patriots. It was Chicago's third consecutive loss. Meanwhile, less than a week after saying that Shane Waldron would stay put in his role as offensive coordinator, head coach Matt Eberflus didn't rule out making a change at offensive play caller. Chicago hasn't reached the end zone in back-to-back games. They've now gone 23 consecutive offensive drives without a touchdown.
Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Oh no, my phone.
Hear that? It's the sound of a skater dropping her phone and smashing it on the ice. Yep, it's definitely broken. But at Verizon, we got you. This holiday, trade in any phone, any condition from one of our top brands and get a new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on Unlimited Ultimate and Watch 7 and Tab S9 FE 5G. That's over $1,800 in value. So you'll save big on 3 great gifts. Only at Verizon. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Over $1,800 value based on phone, watch, and tablet. Trade in and additional terms apply. See Verizon.com for details.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first, like you know to check the propane tank on your grill first before hosting a tailgate.
Let's fire up.
Here, let me try. Seriously? You didn't check the propane?
Who wants chips?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Salt and vinegar?
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
Get ready for Around the House every Saturday night from 5 to 7 p.m. on WRMN AM 1410. If you're a homeowner or contractor looking to tackle those projects that feel a bit too big, this is the show for you. Join Eric along with his knowledgeable guests as they dive deep into everything from DIY renovations to creating a healthy home environment. We'll provide you with the tools and tips you need to complete your projects with confidence and ease. But it's not all work and no play. We believe in having fun. Our passion for home improvement shines through as we help you save time, money, and reduce the stress of DIY. So whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, don't miss Around the House. Tune in every Saturday night and let's tackle those home projects together.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the 12 o'clock hour of Out to Lunch. with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. Folks, we're broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin. We are serving the Fox River Valley. We hope you are enjoying your Veterans Day today. Happy Veterans Day, everybody. Of course, a day to recognize, celebrate, and give thanks to everyone who has served and everyone who is also serving as well, too. We thank you so much. Absolutely. Again, you're listening to WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. You can listen to us through the app available on the App Store, of course. You can also find it, of course, also on our main website, WRMN1410.com. You can also, of course, find it on YouTube, where we're streaming live now, youtube.com at WRMN Radio. If you'd like to hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell. You can always keep up to date and in the loop with what's happening here on WRMN and, of course, what is going on within the Fox River Valley. So feel free, of course, to do that. If you want to be a part of the conversation, you can comment live on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. So you can also feel free to do that as well. Don't forget, we also do have our Image 360 info number at 505-926-1410, 505-926-1410. This is brought to you by Image 360 in South Elgin on Sundown Road, open Monday through Friday from 8:30 until 5 o'clock. Now, let me double check and see, is Image 360 in particular open today? It does say it is open. Veterans Day, it might affect these hours, but it does look like it does say that they are open. Let me double check on their Facebook page side of things and take a look. So they are open here. It does look like, and they did post on here as well as a thank you. So they did post on there as a thank you as well. So feel free to check that out. That's Image 360 in South Elgin. I also wanted to share an older post from today, back in 2020, 4 years ago. I did share some nice pictures of some of my ancestors who did serve as well, too. I have my grandpa, Jack McNeil. He was a bombardier and photographer during many important battles during World War II. He was missing in action, actually, at first, after his plane was shot down during Plosti oil field bombings. He was rescued and reunited with his unit by General Tito's army as well, too. So here he is. Similar smile. People always say I look like him, so that's very nice. It's a big compliment. Also got my great uncle, James McNeil, James Walker McNeil. He was stationed in San Diego, California, and was a doctor. So another one, I've got my grandpa Carl Alfredson. He was in the Navy and was a radio man on aircraft bringing supplies to post-war Germany during the Berlin airlift as well, too. So very, very nice. Got my grandpa William J.B. Ingham. He was waiting to ship out of Pearl Harbor on VJ Day. And as an Army Corps of Engineers draftsman, he was sent to the Philippines and Korea to help with their rebuilding efforts as well. I got some pictures of him rebuilding some of the bridges. I've got my great uncle Roland Bailing. He was in General Patton's army and fought in the Battle of the Bulge as well, too. I've got some stories of him that he recounts as well, too. I remember when I was younger, him telling me some of those stories as well, too. My great Uncle Henry Bailing died. He was stationed in Seattle around the time of World War I. He died in 1913. He was on guard. He fell in the Pacific Ocean, and then he drowned. I've got some cousins, Gus and Jack Bailing, Frank Siekman, John Bailing Azer, so lots of people that are in my family as well that also served. So got a lot of great family history, rich family history here, and I love embracing that too. Of course, as you know, I could talk about it for hours, but just wanted to share that with you. And hey, if you've got pictures too, if you've got family members that serve, feel free to send them over to us here. Image 360 at 505-926-1410. That's 505-926-1410. That's the Image 360 info number. We'll continue on here. I wanted to mention here the Children's Theater of Elgin. I had them on not too long ago. Sonar was happy to have me on at 5 o'clock for an interview with the Children's Theater of Elgin. And they're going to be presenting their performance of Annie Jr. So that's Annie Jr. coming up November 14th through till the 17th. That's Friday and Saturday at 7:30 p.m. and Sunday at 2 p.m. Now, if you are going to be planning on going out there, keep an eye out for an old-fashioned radio, because I'm letting them borrow one of my old-fashioned radios for them to use as a prop. So keep an eye out for that. I think I definitely will too. Should be a good time. So feel free to check out information. It's posted on their Facebook page. So I'm thinking maybe when they're going to be listening to the radio, if you know the story of Annie, they listened to the radio. I can't remember who the guy's name was. But they've got some clips, of course, online, and I'm sure they'll maybe be gathered by the radio listening to it. It's radio I got for Christmas from my brother Ryan. From Remix Market, they had it. And it's an old-fashioned style radio. It's not actually old. I think it was maybe from the 60s or 70s, but it looks kind of like the 1930s, which is when Annie takes place. So I said, hey, you want to use this prop? Absolutely. I got a nice radio, because they were looking for one. And I said, hey, I've got one. So feel free to come on by. So they're going to come by later today and pick that up. So check it out. Opening night is this Friday. Come and see Annie Jr. Walking the red carpet will be actually on Friday, November 15th at 4:30 p.m. So they're going to be having a nice little red carpet event there too. This and more, of course, can be found on their Facebook page, Children's Theater of Elgin and Fox Valley Theater Company. They are a wonderful group of people. They all work so hard, of course, as well. And it's definitely a great show that you do want to check out for sure too. So very, very nice. I was able to meet some of the production team, including, I know Allison, who's the director, did comment live on YouTube during that time too. I was able to meet Anna Roberts, who's a producer as well. So very nice. Again, just such a wonderful group of people too. Very well put together. The cast and crew works very hard, of course, to achieve having such a wonderful performance as well. I had these two on the air too. Very, very nice. So check it out. That is posted onto their Facebook page. You can find more info at cteelgin.com. That's cteelgin.com. Tickets are on sale right now. If you go to their website, feel free to check it out. And it's fun for the whole family. It's definitely fun for the whole family. They've got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, ticket costs here, I'll go through those too so that you, of course, can know. Pardon me, for the ticket costs, it's $16 for adults, $14 for students and seniors, and for children also, $14 as well. You can take a look. You can see here, if you're watching on YouTube, quite a few of the seats have already filled up. So it's not too late if you want to get some of your tickets. Still available. This is the Children's Theater of Elgin. They're going to be performing at the Hemmons. Definitely going to be a good time. You can also check out other events as well. So I'm bringing up here some what's happening in such and such places. We'll go through those here in just a bit. The time is approaching 12:15. We'll take a quick time out, and we'll be back with more in just a bit, taking you out to lunch.
B-Lux Bar and Grill, Wisconsin Dells, is the quintessential American grill and bar, with refined rustic cuisine and award-winning libations. Their honest, feel-good food menu is complemented by a beer list to satisfy every taste. Classic cocktails and our signature shakes, rich and creamy with a splash of boozy goodness just to shake things up a little bit. B-Lux Grill and Bar, classic American cuisine with a contemporary twist.
Garibaldi's Italian Eatery offers Italian dishes, subs, kids menus, and their delicious pizza. The foundation of a great pizza starts with the crust. Garibaldi's crust is crunchy at the bottom, airy in the middle, and perfect every time. The finest ingredients are used to give their pizza this exquisite crust and wonderful taste. Dine at either of the Garibaldi's 2 locations in Hoffman Estates and Arlington Heights. Free party rooms are available too. Visit Garibaldis.com today.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the better business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org. Finding a reputable business shouldn't require luck or chance. But how can you tell who you can trust? Pro tip: the BBB connects people with businesses they can trust. So think of the BBB as the better. Check with the BBB first because better businesses are honest and commit to high ethical standards bureau. That's why they're better. Always look for the sign of a better business and find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
America's Best Restaurants travels the country and features restaurants that you should visit each week. Recently, the cast and crew made their way to Renata's German Restaurant in Hanover Park. Renata serves old family recipes and delicious German-influenced food. Renata's also specializes in a wide variety of traditional German baked goods, too. So, if you've yet to visit Renata's, try America's Best Restaurants choice. Drop in soon for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Visit renatasgermanrestaurant.com. For many years, Italian Pizza Kitchen in Roselle has been serving quality and excellence. Italian Pizza Kitchen is family-owned, with experience in preparing authentic Italian cuisine with the freshest, highest quality ingredients since the 50s. Your food is always prepared fresh with the same traditions, recipes, and standards that they've perfected over the years. Italian Pizza Kitchen has a passion for great cuisine and customer service. Visit ItalianPizzaKitchen.com. All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. We hope you are enjoying this beautiful Veterans Day today, in a day of honor and celebration, of course, of our freedoms. Let's take a look and a listen to what else we have here coming up within the area, posted on many different Facebook pages. I always like bringing them up, doing a little bit of research on the breaks, and seeing what I can find. What can I fish out? What can I scoop out on a Monday here today? So we have this event that's coming up here. This is November 20th. This is brought to you by the Salvation Army of Crystal Lake and McHenry County, Illinois. Come to this special event coming up on November 20th. It is the Red Kettle Kickoff. Now, this is called the Red Kettle Kickoff, and it is at the Boulder Ridge Country Club. Help them kick off the holiday giving season by joining the Salvation Army in the Red Kettle Kickoff. Meet your local mayors and participate in a silent auction. You can enjoy light appetizers and refreshments, tree lighting with special guests, and they do say that you can to bring an unwrapped gift for a child in need for their Angel Tree program. They're located at 350 Boulder Drive in Lake in the Hills. So the Salvation Army's iconic Red Kettle continues to fund the fight to deliver light and love to around 25 million people each year in every zip code. So they've had a lot of great sponsors here, a lot of different chambers, of course, in partnership there. You've seen, of course, the Red Kettles before, all around different stores as well, too. I always see them usually around this time. We're closer to the holiday season around Christmas and November, December, really, here it is coming up November 20th. They usually have them out there with the bell, ringing the bell, give a couple dollars here and there or such to support. Anything helps, of course. So that'll be coming up at the Boulder Ridge Country Club in Lake in the Hills. You can also sign up to ring at their iconic Red Kettles or learn about how you match kettle donations. You'll also be able to mingle with Santa and his elf, as well as learn about how they assist the 1,178 individuals last year, which included families, children, and individuals that are in need throughout the country. Any age and ability, of course, at any age and ability, we all can make a gift. Give a gift, of course, to treasure, to make a difference in the lives of those in the community that need it most too. So, and of course, they can't do it without your help. So please join in doing the most good, of course. That is brought to you by, that is the Salvation Army, Crystal Lake in McHenry County, Illinois. Special event, their Red Kettle and Angel Tree kickoff. Pardon me, and that's at the Boulder Ridge Country Club. Beautiful country club there, located in Lake in the Hills. There you go. That also was posted onto, that's what's happening in the, I think it was the Elgin. I can't remember. I think it was what's happening in Algonquin is where that was posted. Old Republic Kitchen and Bar did post 3 hours ago. They are incredibly thankful for all their veterans and active duty military. You can join them today for a complimentary meal. You're also going to be able to hear some vintage swing band combo live show starting at 5 p.m. in the Igloo. So they've got their Igloo now available too. They're also going to be featuring half-price burgers, $5 Modelo pints, and $10 rings and wings. I like that. Rings and wings. It's for dine-in only and beverage and gratuity not included. Check out more information at oldrepublicbar.com. That's oldrepublicbar.com. Many postings here on what's happening in Elgin. We have a user by the name of Carolyn posting that she's always at a loss of words when it comes to saying thank you for those who have dedicated their lives to their country. We are also indebted to you and your unselfish service and sacrifice. So Carolyn here did post some pictures at Veterans Memorial in Loves Park. It's about an hour west of Elgin near Rockford. She posted some beautiful pictures. So thank you to Carolyn for posting these. And in the middle, of course, they have a beautiful statue with a flame that says, "An eternal flame for all veterans." Some beautiful pictures here. Thank you, Carolyn. Very, very nice. So you can find a lot of great posts like this featured on What's Happening pages. You can post your own as well, too. Feel free to post your own. User by the name of Cassandra says, thank you for your service and sacrifice, of course, as well, honoring those today. Fox Valley Magazine posted, of course, saying thank you as well there, too. They also did post about Prime member exclusive for a special early screening. This is where you can combine the beauty of pink and green together with Wicked. Yes, you can get the Prime members gathered together because the Imagine Theaters in Batavia says they are calling all Prime members. You can get an exclusive first look at Wicked with their early access screening on November 18th. It's coming up, I believe, on the 22nd. So you get a little early access there. Prime members are invited to experience the magic before anybody else. You don't want to miss this special chance to step into Oz early and see Glinda, Elphaba, and your favorite characters on the big screen. So feel free to check it out for all the Prime members. Just throwing it out there too. So that was posted onto foxvalleymagazine.com. You can also find other great posts as well here too. Feel free to also join the group and share your thoughts as well. Let's see some other things here. Daddy-O's Diner, located in Batavia, is offering an event called Breakfast with the Beatles. This will be coming up on Wednesdays on the 13th, 20th, and 27th from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. So it's early in the morning, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed Breakfast with the Beatles. They're partnering up with Breakfast and the Beatles. That's Kiss the Sky and Daddy-O's Diner. Every Wednesday morning in November from 8 to 9, Steve from Kiss the Sky will be spinning classic Beatles records to accompany your breakfast. So step into some nostalgia and enjoy some great music and awesome food. So that's Daddy-O's Diner at 134 West Wilson Street in Batavia. Let's see what else we have here coming up here. Liz and Kate Boutique, located in Geneva, is thanking veterans. They acknowledge our veterans who have fought selflessly for our freedom. They are offering a 10% discount to veterans, so you can stop in today to get something special. They're open now until 5 o'clock. That's lizandkate.com for their website at 407 South 3rd Street, and it's at the courtyard, the Dodson Plaza Courtyard, or Dodson Place Courtyard in Geneva. So near within the downtown, Geneva area. So they're offering that 10% discount right now, too. They're also going to be having here the Geneva Women's Club Holiday Craft Fair is that was underway a day ago. So they had that. They had that yesterday. So very nice. The Chicken Salad Chick in Batavia is also offering a Veterans Day celebration today. You can enjoy a free chick meal and regular size drink. So stop by in uniform or show your military ID/DD214 to redeem the special offer. It's available only today. So all veterans and active military receive a free chick meal with drink. It includes a scoop or sandwich, plus 1 scoop, side item, or cup of soup and regular fountain drink. So that's also been posted onto their Facebook page as well. Let's see here. Anything coming up in St. Charles? Of course, some other postings as well there too that you can check out. Different construction postings and more. Veterans Day recognitions and other upcoming events. They're going to be having some different sales, of course. We're getting into the time, of course, when, it's getting closer to Thanksgiving and then Black Friday, and all the sales are starting to come through here too. So check out some holiday sales locally as well. We'll try to keep you up to date and in the loop with that as well. Hey, friendly reminder here, if you need to have your teeth work done, save time and money on your dental care, check out Bender Dental Care, located in Elgin. They're providing friendly family dental care in Elgin for over 30 years. They're a proud sponsor of the Feel Good Stories on the Studio 14 mornings with Marky B. So feel free to check out all that information as well there too. Check out their practice to Bender Dental Care. Mr. Dr. Michael A. Bender, very nice man, has been practicing in Elgin for over 30 years. Some of their ads also playing on the airwaves here too. You might have heard some of them. Very well put together. So check out more information at benderdentalcare.com. That's benderdentalcare.com for more info. Check out their practice, patient resources, services, and also some awesome reviews. Let's see some other things here as well. They have at the Elgin Community College coming up tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can join in the Trickster exhibits of Native beadworking. Native American Heritage Month program is featured here at the Elgin Community College. You're going to be able to enjoy learning and also making traditional Native beadwork with Potawatomi artist Sam Thompson, and experience interactive traveling exhibitions from the Trickster Cultural Center. So if you want to check out more information on that, that is posted on the Explore Elgin area page. That's where that is posted. So that's brought to you by Elgin Community College, and a thanks to their sponsors, Elgin, and also Elevating Equity as well too. So there you go. Some good stuff coming up here, and we'll continue on talking about more fun things and events happening here in just a bit. In between the time we do that, though, we're going to be heading on into our Tradio segment coming up just around the corner here. That is the time where you can announce what you were looking to buy, sell, trade to the Fox River Valley area. That'll be the time to call us here, 847-931-1410, 847-931-1410. You can contact our Image 360 number at 505-926-1410. Don't forget, you can also email me too, Matt McNeil at WRMN1410.com. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch here in just a bit.
This is WRMN News.
Hello, I'm Dennis Green. Today we pause to honor those who served. Veterans Day is about more than remembrance. It's a tribute to the brave men and women who stood for freedom, resilience in the name of service. Today and every day we are grateful. This is WRMN saluting our veterans, honoring their service, and keeping their legacy alive. To all who serve, we thank you. The nation's second largest store chain has agreed to pay $1 million to settle a proposed class action lawsuit over claims of overcharging for certain prescriptions. News Nation's Bob Kessler has more.
The suit was filed in 2017 by a group of individuals and unions, and says Walgreens wrongly required insured customers to pay more for drugs than members of its prescription savings club. Plaintiffs said club members paid customary prices, while those paid by insurers were higher, and that meant higher copays and deductibles for insured patients.
As part of the settlement, Walgreens admitted to no liability, and a company spokesman says the claims never had any merit. For WRMN News, I'm Dennis Green.
Rain is expected Wednesday. Temperatures in the 50s for the Chicago area. Monday will be windy with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour, and temperatures will fall after a cold front in the afternoon, the Weather Service has said. WRMN News, produced in Studio 14 by the River Media Network.
Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Image 360 South Elgin is your ultimate destination for custom signs and visual communication solutions. Looking to rebrand your office interior? Need striking vehicle wraps or decals for your fleet? Or perhaps you're in the market for a standout trade show display? At Image 360 South Elgin, they've got you covered. As your full-service custom sign and graphics partner, they deliver bold solutions and exceptional support. From outdoor signage to eye-catching store signs, indoor graphics to comprehensive branding solutions, they have the experience to elevate your brand's presence. Trust Image 360 to create a long-term partnership that gives your brand 360 degrees of exposure. Visit them at 506 Sundown Road in South Elgin. Image 360 South Elgin. Bold solutions, exceptional support.
Overtime. You want to work less of it, so you need your crop protection to work more of it. When you add Tapran or Last Chance Pro adjuvants from CHS, they will. Designed for maximum efficacy, Last Chance Pro improves the uptake and translocation of herbicides, while Tapran helps activate herbicides for better performance against tough-to-control weeds. Ask your local CHS retailer how Tapran and Last Chance Pro adjuvants can put your crop protection to work.
Take a historic walk through the home of America's greatest showman, Al Ringling. Located in Baraboo, Wisconsin, you can view the grand opulence on a guided tour, now hourly starting 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Weekday tours begin on the veranda and on the weekends in the tap room of the Al Ringling Brewery. Behind the mansion, kick back and try a flight of craft beers and dine at this family-friendly stop. Visit alringlingmansion.com for more information.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN. And of course, you know it. It is our Tradio segment right now, too. So if you are interested in buying, selling, trading, and or announcing to the Fox River Valley area, please feel free to give us a call here today. The number is 847-931-1410. Again, that's 847-931-1410 is the number to dial if you are looking to purchase, sell, trade, and or announce. Maybe you're looking to buy some items for the holidays and Christmas coming up. Maybe you're looking to sell some items so that, of course, you can sell it to people who are, well, looking for Christmas items, or maybe you want to downsize a little bit there too. If you're looking to trade or also to announce on some things happening in the area, you can also contact us, not just through the phone lines here, but also through the Image 360 info number at 505-926-1410. Again, that is 505-926-1410 is that number, of course, to dial. Taking a look here, we do have a caller on hold. Let's take it to the phone lines. Hi there, caller. You're on with WRMN.
Hey, Matt. Hi, it's Greg. How you doing?
Hey, good. How are you today?
I'm dandy. First and foremost, thanks to all those who out there who served and their families as well. Every time I get a chance, I think of that, and everybody should make that their habit. It's like I think you guys said earlier, we wouldn't have this this world or this lifestyle if it wasn't for them. So thank you all.
Absolutely. Thank you.
But, okay, my usual deal, looking for Omega watches. Come on, somebody's got to have one old one out there. I would really love to have a diver-style watch, but haven't had much response. But if anyone's got an old Omega watch, my link to these things, I think I told you years ago, my uncle, when he passed away, he left me his old Omega watch. I have 2 other ones that I cherish, and I'm a collector, not a dealer, so I'm not looking to flip this thing. I just love them. They're, a lot of people like Rolexes, but it just, to me, when he gave that to me, it just meant a lot to me, and I'd like to find one for my wife as well. So men's or women's, working or not, I know a good watch repair person, so if it's not working and you just want to get rid of it, let me know. Also looking for old bicycles, Schwinn bikes, anything back to the 1800s up through the 70s, Stingrays, balloon tire bikes, Bone Shakers. Those are the old antique bikes with the big wheel. Anything you got. And I have for sale, a few years back we sold a house we had in Florida, and this had very little use, but I have a Margaritaville concoction maker. That's the way it's called. It's the Bahamas version, and it makes frozen drinks. All you do is you add the ingredients, you put some ice in the top, it shaves the ice, blends it, and you have perfect pina coladas, margaritas, great for the holidays, great for Super Bowl weekends. And I got it. It's pristine condition, working perfectly. Used, they sell anywhere from $100 to $200. If somebody can use it, we got to make room. I have 2 of them. I had one in the other house. I have one here. So I'm selling my secondary one, which has very little use on it, $65.
All right, perfect. And what's the number to dial?
847-884-6033. Once again, that's 847-884-6033. That is a landline, so please no text messages.
All right, sounds good. Greg, thank you so much for calling in. We'll definitely be passing that message along.
Hey, keep up the great work.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye now. All right, we've got Greg here calling in on Veterans Day here during our Tradio segment. You know it, he's looking for those bicycles. Late 1800s to the 1960s or 70s, parts, pieces, and or accessories. They can be in any condition. Balloon Shakers, Schwinn bicycles, Stingrays, Bone Shakers. He's also looking for those vintage Omega watches, men's and or women's style watches, and men's and or women's watches, and also diver style watches. Dealer, so he'll pay a fair price with those too. He also does have cash in hand. And he also has for sale a Margaritaville concoction maker. Now this is a Bahamas version. It makes some delicious frozen drinks in perfect condition. Maybe good as a holiday gift, right? Or maybe for yourself. $65 is the asking price. Feel free to reach out to Greg here at 847-884-6033. Again, 847-884-6033. Again, is that number to dial. We have another caller on hold. We'll take it to the phone lines. Hi there, caller. You're on with WRMN.
Hi, it's me, right?
This is you.
Okay, thank you. Excuse me. I'm looking for a floor fan. Floor fan. Mine just quit. It's not even that old, but it quit. I really need a floor fan. I'm in a nursing home, and sometimes it gets so hot in here. It's miserable. So if anybody's out there that doesn't want this anymore or need it or was thinking of putting it in a garage sale, can you give me a call? My number is 847-717-3028.
All right.
You got
Perfect.
that?
I do, yes. Thank you so much for calling in, and you're all set.
Thank you, dear.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye now. I did see the caller ID. That was a legit caller from a nursing home. It was I recognized the ID. It's a nursing home my great aunt was actually in. Looking for a floor fan. Looking for a floor fan here. She's located in a nursing home. So if anyone is interested, feel free to reach out to her. That number is 847-717-3028. Again, that's 847-717-3028 is that number to dial. So she is looking for a floor fan. Let's see here. Another Tradio caller. Couple different Tradio callers from the past couple of weeks or so. We've got Gene Wheeler calling in. He has a 2006 like new Kawasaki Ninja 250. It's 850 miles on there, newly tuned up, Blue Ninja style. It's automatic, 1600 or best offer. Please feel free to reach out to him. That number is 847-354-8854. Again, that's 847-354-8854. Another Tradio caller here has a white trundle bed. Now it's a bed under another bed. It pulls out, so it's a pull-out bed. Kind of like how you remember maybe like when you were a little kid and maybe you had sleepovers. A lot of kids usually had that. I'm not saying in particular any certain time frame, but I remember like in the early 2000s, a lot of kids had those where they, had a bed and there was usually a little pull-out bed for like sleepovers and stuff. I think one of my friends maybe had it. I don't know. But asking $50 for it. So if you are interested, feel free to text this Tradio caller at 847-6143. Again, that's 847-6143. Another Tradio caller here. This is Wood by Jeff in Elburn. He still has those garden steaks and canning jars. I know their tomato steaks may be out of season a little bit now, unless maybe you have like a conservatory at home or, in the basement or something. But then he also does have some aromatic cedar wood scrap pieces, shelving boards, firewood. He is selling some oak lumber for $2 a piece. He also has some tinder pieces of wood as well. He has those adjustable window screens. He has the mail sorter kits. And also the solar heating kits as well too. So feel free to reach out to him. And he is also still looking for a place for his shop. That number is 630-365-9488. Again, that's 630-365-9488 is that number to dial. Another Tradio caller here has those movie posters for sale. That is Wood by Jeff. I just talked about Wood by Jeff. This is Bill. He's got those original theatrical film posters. They can make great wall art, great as holiday gifts as well, too. If you're looking for anything in particular, feel free to contact him through email or text. If you prefer text, that's 708-793-3980. 708-793-3980. Or feel free to email him, billsellsposters@gmail.com. That's billsellsposters@gmail.com. Another Tradio caller here, Motorcycle Tony, is looking for those Japanese scooters and motorcycles. He also says they can be in any condition as well. He pays cash. He also has a trailer for transportation. Feel free to reach out to him. That number is 630-335-3312. Again, 630-335-3312. Another Tradio caller here is selling some furniture, including a pit couch, 20 years old, huge in size, good condition, in the color brown, $100 or a best offer. Also has a CPAC machine with hoses and face masks for a Dream Station from Philips. Located out in Huntley, you can feel free to give her a call. That number is 847-271-8219. 847-271-8219. Another Tradio caller here has 4-foot light fixtures. They're fluorescent, 2-bulb with plastic covers. 10 of them in total, $20 each. Not too bad. 847-697-7876 is that number to dial. 847-697-7876. Another Tradio caller here has 13 bundles of shingles for sale. They're architectural shingles in the color of a steak gray. Also included in this, 2 rolls of ice and water barriers if you want to get ready for the season. $150 for it. Also has a shed in a box. It's in excellent condition, 10 by 17 in measurement. Looking for $150 on that. Feel free to reach out to him. That number is 847 8813 847 8813. And those are the Tradio callers that have called in within the past couple of weeks or so. If you'd like to add yourself to the list, of course, 847-931-1410. You can also contact 505-926-1410. You can feel free to do that as well there, too. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN here in just a bit. We'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
Get ready for an unforgettable Saturday night of music on WRMN AM 1410. Starting at 7 p.m., join Court Stevens live from Studio 14 for the CD Showcase. Court mixes together a blend of his favorite country music tunes because, as he says, a song remembers when. Then at 9 p.m., don't miss the Pure American Country Radio Show, hosted by the legendary Hall of Fame disc jockey and voice of the Grand Ole Opry, Bill Cody. Enjoy the best in classic country alongside today's real country hits, perfect for every fan of the genre. But the fun doesn't stop there. At 11 p.m., join country music enthusiast Jim Dandy and Mike Patrick for Branson Country USA. With a rotating roster of special guest stars from the vibrant Branson entertainment scene, you'll get a taste of the best talent in country music. So grab your boots and settle in for a night filled with heartwarming tunes and legendary sounds. Tune in every Saturday night from 7 p.m. to midnight on WRMN AM 1410, where the heart of country music comes alive. Hide out with friends at Galati's Hideaway in Cary. It's the perfect place for lunch, dinner, and specialty drinks. Check out their sports bar for the best spot to watch games. Try Galati's Dining Room for a relaxing night of dining on their signature Italian dishes. Try their great pizza or the Build Your Own Burger. Galati's Hideaway also has a large variety of entree favorites like prime fillets, steak kebabs, salmon, and ribs. Book your party in their banquet room. Visit GalatisHideaway.com.
Beef Villa's 3 locations offer much more than their signature Italian beef. Try the Italian sausage, roasted chicken, and more. There's a big variety of delicious side dishes. Beef Villa uses quality ingredients from homemade recipes, and they purchase top-of-the-quality food products from their vendors to bring you the absolute best tasting of foods. Beef Villa's great service and quality are waiting for you, but you won't be waiting long because it's always hot and fresh. Visit beefvilla.com.
If your idea of therapy involves a fishing rod, a tree stand, or a campfire, then you need American Outdoors Radio. Host John Cruz speaks your language, whether it's about the best lures, tracking game, or that one buddy who always forgets to bring the beer. John's got the tips to sharpen your aim, the hacks to pack lighter, and the stories to keep you entertained. Again, that's American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz. Saturdays at 7 a.m. on WRMN 1410. Or stream it at WRMN1410.com. Get ready to outfish, outhunt, and outcamp them all on American Outdoor Radio with John Cruz.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. We still have a little bit of time left here. Yes, got about 7 minutes or so left before that bump jazz music kicks in, and then we'll take it to the top of the hour news. and messages from our sponsors. You're listening to WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. Let's dive in a little bit more and see what's coming up here in within the Fox River Valley, seeing what else is coming up. We've got the Olmec Origins exhibit kickoff at the Gail Borden Public Library. That'll be coming up in 2 days, beginning November 13th. Main library, first and second floors at 3:30 p.m. is when that's going to be. The Olmec Origins kickoff will be open to all ages. Special guests include Carlos Tortolero. Sorry about that. Carlos Tortolero, the founder and president emeritus of the National Museum of Mexican Art. Fernando Ramirez, president of Mexican Culture Center DuPage. In addition to viewing these really beautiful and unique Olmecs, there's also going to be activities for kids and giveaways. No registration is required, so feel free to check that out. That's at the Gail Borden Public Library at the main branch. Taking a look here, Ladies' Night at Copper Barrel on State will be coming up here in a couple days, November 14th at 5 p.m. You can bring your friends and check out some cool items and some extra special steals of deals with awesome prices. They're going to be raffling items throughout the night, plus half-price wine bottles and Italian food specials at Copper Barrel on State. Sounds delicious. A nice wine down. Was it Thursday? It's on the 14th. Today's Monday. Yeah, so it would be Thursday. A wine down Thursday. It's going to be starting at 5 p.m. Call and make your reservations, 224-218-1300. They're going to be having some great products, including Totally Diffused by Abby, custom scented hanging oil diffusers. Actually, I think that they used to have those at the Meraki Market Hub, because I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're pretty nice. Enchanted Hair Haven, they have some jewelry and accessories. They're also going to be having assorted chocolates, pretzels, cupcakes, lots of good stuff. So feel free to check it out. Pardon me. It's a Copper Barrel on State Street, on State Street, located in Hampshire. So there you go. That's something else. Pardon me, I have a little cough. We also have here, I've been promoting this here too. This is registration for the Meadows Community Room event at the main library of Gail Borden. That is the Mind Games, Science of Perception Deception program with magician and storyteller William Pack. So you can pack together, there you go, and enjoy some interesting stories of mind games. The Science of Perception Deception. How the brain can lie to us in engaging, and also going through, of course, the real science of how we see and believe things that don't exist, including optical illusions, why people fall for scams, and how we make thousands of choices every day that are influenced subconsciously as well, too. So sounds very, very fascinating and interesting, very in-depth as well, too. Could be mind-shattering. So feel free to check that out. That'll be coming up Thursday, November 14th from 7 to 8 p.m. They do say you have to register. There are still 27 seats remaining, so feel free to check that out. Letters to Santa will be arriving here. You can enjoy writing some wonderful letters to Santa Claus. That's children who write a letter to Santa can drop it off at the mailbox, which will be located at the Edward Schock Center of Elgin. They're going to be available there starting November 15th through till December 18th. So a month and 3 days you've got there. Santa's mailbox will appear on the 15th and will be moved on the 18th. All letters will be mailed by December 20th. No postage stamps are required for this. A sealed envelope with a return address is needed to receive a response. So that's something that's going to be coming up there too. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned also here as WRMN, of course, embarks on the amazing journey of providing toys for tots. We're going to be doing that again this year. Thank you to Dino for that, of course, for the past years that he's done it. We're going to continue to do that as well. So stay tuned for more info in the future on that too. I'm looking forward to it. I know you will too. Whiskey, barbecue, and cigar pairing at Hampshire Social will be coming up November 15th. That is from 6 to 8:30 p.m. You can find some great things. Each ticket includes bourbon old fashioned. You also get the bacon wrapped armadillo eggs included in there too, rye Manhattan, seasonal Bloody Butcher bourbon. You can enjoy one premium cigar and complimentary tastings by Whiskey Acres Distilling. So check out more information on that. Tickets can be found on the Eventbrite link featured on exploreelginarea.com. So feel free to check that out for more information. I'll have to take a look and see what the further details are on that. That'll be November 15th from 6 to 8 at the 8:30 at the Hampshire Social. That's going to be coming up there pretty soon. Elgin Theater Company is presenting the Christmas Express, November 15th through till the 24th. Friday and Saturday at 7:30 and Sunday at 2 p.m. That is at the Elgin Art Showcase building. I did reach out to them. Hopefully I can get a response. I'd love to have them on the air to talk a little bit about their upcoming show. That is at 164 Division Street, 8th floor in Elgin. So feel free to check it out. Sunday performances will be acted for the deaf and also the hard of hearing. So feel free to check out information. You can check out the preview and more on their website, elgin-theater.org. That's elgin-theater.org for more information. Ticketed English breakfast, and that is the English versus Ireland game. That'll be at the Plank Road Tap Room, November 17th at 10:30 a.m. So you can check out that information posted too. That is in Elgin. They're going to be having that. That is at the tap room. At the tap room there. So that's Sunday morning, showcasing the England versus Ireland soccer game live in their tap room. Kicking off at 11 a.m. Starting before, though, a full English breakfast by Le Trèfle Noir, starting at 10:30 a.m. So pretty cool. Check it out. This does wrap it up here for Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. I want to wish everybody a very happy Veterans Day. Go on out and, of course, say thank you to a veteran. That applies, of course, every day as well. And just realize and recognize that we have such wonderful freedoms because of our veterans. So thank you so much for everyone out there, of course, who have fought and are continuing to serve as well so that we can be free here. Thank you so much, of course, for your service. And I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your day. Stay tuned. More local programming